Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome back to Ringlight Fables. I am your host and dungeon master, Skijaramaz, otherwise known as Tone Shift. And with me today, we have our full cast of players, starting with SepiaWolfe playing Tuki Fletcher, our Crovan rogue.
Hello, and hi.
Oh.
Do it or not?
I mean, yeah, you're coming through, but I am noticing an unfortunate issue. Weird. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it seems as though the things that are supposed to make our our faces jump when we say things isn't currently. Oh, there we go.
Hooray!
Never mind, I was mistaken. God damn it, whatever. I'm not gonna fuss about it. Next up, we have Mick playing Boron, our half-dwarven battlemaster.
A wonderful good morning.
Indeed. We have Willyzin playing Ludviek, our Rythari paladin.
Yeah, greetings and salutations.
Your voice has changed completely. Interesting. We have Goldwyn playing Minnove, our kobold bard.
Hello!
And last but certainly not least, we have Impulsive playing Kari, our Crovan bard.
Everyone know I'm going on with the beer.
Because if you need one, you need two bards.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, hello there. I'm gonna do bard, no. Yeah.
Two bard, one's a bird bard.
Yeah, do bard.
Burb bard. Burb bard. Burb bard? Burb. I'm having a stroke.
I feel like we're all kind of doing that right now.
Man, I'll be very well. I'm not having a stroke right now, but if you want, I can call an ambulance for you in the hospital.
Well, you know, Minnove,
I hear you,
everybody's heard
sweetie.
About the bird.
So,
Man. He grew 1 year with age and became a real Tennessean.
can you tell that we're in top form today?
Totally.
Okay, so, yeah, we didn't get to play last week, unfortunately, and we're also, this is going to be our last session for a good couple of weeks because Goldwyn's going to be going away for a little while. Oh, no!
Oh.
Oh no, Goldwyn, what? Oh no.
Yes, that is you. Yeah, we do have something lined up that we'll be playing in the interim. Whether or not it joins the upload rotation remains to be seen. I'm not exactly sure what the rules are on that yet. We shall see. As a reminder to all of you, the Watch Together Room for Musics is going right now.
Yeah.
But I digress. So, let's go ahead and just take advantage of our time here while we can and enjoy the game, shall we? So, where last we left off, our band of adventurers had found themselves venturing deeper and deeper into the Forest of 1,000 Rivers in search of some long-lost, ancient, and previously unknown ruins nestled deep within the various streams and the dense forestation, in the hopes of uncovering its nature, its secrets, and locating any artifacts of historical value to bring back to their employer, one Godfried Halcis, an organizer and coordinator for the high-ranking Order of Solemn Erudites, who catalog the history of the world wheresoever they may. Finding these ruins and venturing deeper in, the party discovered an abundance of interesting factoids about it. They discovered that these ancient ruins seemingly was an old monastery, though who built it is not known. It certainly wasn't of Orient design. An ancient chapel structure was found on the eastern side of the ruins, inside of which a Crovan skeleton holding an old stone reliquary was found. And this reliquary, once opened, contained within it a glistening blue crystal, capped on either end with ornate gold ornamentation. Upon touching this crystal, Kari's mind was flooded with bizarre thoughts and concepts that were not originally from himself, before fading away, returning him to the here and now, with the crystal returning to its prior state. This moment of contact created a bright-ass blinding light that drew the attention of some Narloths that had been nesting in the area, who, drawn by the flash, decided to investigate and found intruders far too close to what they were going to use as their nest, leading the Narloths to break into the chapel structure and attack the party in a battle that was supposed to be a nail-biter but wound up being basically meaningless because I rolled like shit. But regardless, so, taking down the Narloths and completing their survey of the ruins, the party knuckled down to rest within as the sun began to set, enjoying for themselves a nice dinner prepared by Ludviek and taking a long rest, I believe is what y'all did.
Yes, that's where we last left off.
All right, so, in that case, where we pick up... Hold on, my buttons are being funny. There we go. So, that is where we shall resume, with the sun rising on a new day in these old ruins. Still located in the sort of central arboretum gathering hall, whatever you want to call it, you can hear outside still the omnipresent white noise of rain falling on the forest. It has been raining for days. That white noise followed you all throughout your attempts to sleep in here, echoing through the holes in the roof, where you tucked yourself away at the sides of the large chamber to get in your rest.
Oh. The rain hasn't been letting up. Do you think it's a forest thing or just a weather thing?
Something of both, I think. But
yeah.
That'll make our return trip a lot harder.
Yeah, you would know Boron as a native of these not of these woods, but of this land, that it gets very rainy at numerous times of the year. The forest, therefore, is prone to occasionally flooding at times. So,
Ew.
I'd imagine it's the humidity of the 1,000 river forest doesn't really help.
Indeed.
Um.
Hold on. I pause 1 second. I'm going to try something.
Fascinating.
There we go.
Hello.
Now everyone's portraits are jumping appropriately. Okay, I just needed to... Okay, carry on.
We bounce.
Yay.
Yeah, must be. Either or. Shouldn't deter us. Any other final things we need to do, but we head on back to the village there, Kari? Or anyone else here? I just know Kari is very fascinated with this.
I feel like we combed it pretty well.
Do you think you got enough drawings for the group?
Oh, do I got enough drawings? Look! and she's gonna turn her book around, and it's gonna be like just sprawls of pages with like, like there's a map displayed of like the mapping of it. You see some places that she made like little personal author's notes next to, being like stinky room, pointing to the kitchen. Biohazard room. You see her draw kind of like roots coming into like where some of the parts of the building were damaged through the roots, the overgrow, the overture. And you also see that leaf that was picked off of the tree that's above, just kind of like pressed into the book, right where the room that drew this in detail sits.
Quite impressive indeed. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're getting that 200 gold. So, let's well, I say keep this dry, and she's gonna put this book into her robes, into her cloak that's like she's been using as like an umbrella that's like has like a, I don't know, just it's dry. Keeps it dry.
Your many layers of baggy clothes.
Many layers of baggy clothes. She stuffs it in somewhere. It's like its own like pocket dimension in there, basically.
You have your own equivalent to the floof. Great.
So wasting nothing but daylight.
Indeed.
Gonna get this ointment on, and then I will be ready to go.
Sounds like
Should I even bother with the
good
ointment?
idea.
It's gonna wash off in the rain. Should we bother? I'm gonna bother. I like the ointment. Oh, I almost threw my microphone.
Don't do that.
The ointment was essentially bug spray, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Because these bugs
Would
in
anyone
here,
like any ointment?
or do they carry a lot of disease?
Yeah, and as far as like the official label of the seasons go, you're in the 3rd month now. Specifically, you are on the 3rd day of the 2nd week of the 3rd season. So you're at the very start of autumn, but it hasn't really started to change like seasonally yet. So you're still very much in the hot part of the year, though it's not as hot as it was previously. It's gonna start cooling off in the coming weeks.
Does anyone want any ointment on them? Stops the bug bites. It really is potent.
I suppose
She
if
sniffs
the
it.
bugs are pretty bad, I should probably do that.
All right, here you go. And she hands Tuki an ointment
Alright.
container. Just slather it on. And it might be a little greasy for your feathers, but when in doubt, the rain will wash it off and it'll look like a nice sheen. Nice glisten.
All right. So.
Oh, I get my own, really.
All right. Well then, if there's nothing else, you go ahead. You apply the ointments to keep the bugs away from you. You gather up your supplies and make your way out of the ruins and back out into the rain of the Forest of 1,000 Rivers. And even from here, I'm not going to necessitate a roll for...
Somehow,
give me just a second. Just changing. There we go. So, let's go ahead and get us back onto the world map. So, even from here, as you step out, you can hear that the flowing of water through the forest has gotten audibly louder overnight. So the
Okay, that's
return
not a good
journey
sign.
is certainly going to be more hazardous.
Let's stick to high ground. and head north.
All right.
Try not to,
So,
I would say let's try not to cross any rivers, but I don't think that will be possible.
Yeah.
Probably not.
is there any way we can mark the area or path so that they can find it easier when they send their own
You can
party?
scratch the trees, maybe. Like put indents on, like, yeah. I think that would be the best way. Make visual, like, distinct markings that they're not, obviously some sort of animal in here, and specifically leading.
Good idea. And Ludviek just sharpens out his claws and just goes up to one tree and just does a whole swipe, big old X and 3 markings on each.
All right.
What should do?
Do that every couple of acres.
All right. Well done.
And with this should help us find our way back. So he remembers mostly the path that they took all the way here.
Kari,
Like-
I remember.
Yeah, like, between the Kraven and your wanderer feet, finding your way won't necessarily be a problem. It's whether or not that way is traversable is currently up in the air. So,
Right.
as usual, someone is going to spearhead the charge here, and everyone else is going to find ways to contribute. I imagine it's Ludviek taking the charge because it's the survival skill, as I recall, for navigation. Right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
In that case, we'll just go ahead and go down the list and see how everyone is contributing. Tuki, how are you helping?
I think Tuki would probably use her Kraven memory to try and backtrack while also taking into account areas that might be more flooded.
Okay. Go ahead then and make an intelligence check or an investigation check for me, and you may do so at advantage because of Kraven memory.
Oh.
Okey-doke.
And I just realized I missed a step on my end, so I need to do that real quick.
Okay.
All right, a 13.
That's a terrible roll.
That is a terrible roll for advantage with what I've got.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, like, if it weren't for this god's damned rain, you imagine this would be child's play for you. But because of how much it's been raining, the terrain has actually shifted rather considerably as you start to set off. There are more streams flowing through, and more of them are far more muddy and rapid and aggressive. You see, like, as you're sort of passing through, that, like, there have been a handful of mudslides in some places that have altered the topography in small ways, but sufficient enough to throw off your route a little bit. So, unfortunately, that will be a failure. Boron!
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not really my best skill, but I am trying to help Ludviek to keep to high ground. Just scan the area with my limited knowledge of the terrain, and so we stick clear of most smaller rivers.
All right.
So I'd like to use my survival skill to help his survival skill.
Go for it.
No.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
There is a reason that you generally stuck to the roads For one thing, you're not necessarily the best in this type of terrain, just in general. Your heavy armor makes getting around a pain in the ass. The roads, at the very least, are well paved and consistent. This is a nightmare, and it's not helped by your eye patch. And it's raining heavily enough that water actually kind of keeps getting in your eyes. It kind of keeps shaking your head, wiping your eyes clean, blinking, and you might see something useful, but then water gets in your eyes, you have to blink, clear it out, and then look again, and you can't find it again. So that, unfortunately, is another failure. Minnove, how are you helping?
The pressure is on.
Yeah, it kind of fucking is.
I'm gonna try and do a thing of where she climbs the trees again and tries to, like, Tarzan her way to help kind of, like, stay high, because there's no way she's getting in that freaking water again. But she's gonna try and stay high while also, like, seeing if she can, like, see clearings in the trees and all that stuff whilst being in the trees, kind of Tarzaning it. Also recognizing that she can't really smell too good because of the rain.
Alright. I believe that would be an athletics check, wouldn't it? Yeah, because, like, you're climbing up trees.
Could be. Yeah, she's climbing up trees and jumping tree to tree, essentially.
All right,
and she's trying to run along the tree line.
Yep, alright, go ahead. Give me an athletics.
Alright, guys, this is one of my worst stats.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, God! No! Oh, look away! Look away! Don't look at my shame! Oh, no!
It's not a critical failure, so I'm not going to have too much fun with you. Minnove, you start to climb a tree, but, like, is there any particular, like, small animals that Minnove really, really doesn't like bugs or, like, what have you?
He
Spiders.
screamed at a spider. Yeah,
Okay,
spider was one of them.
Yeah, like you're kind
She
of
screamed at
climbing.
the
Yeah,
spider.
okay, so you're climbing up. You'll find like a patch of like kind of green moss that's sort of obscuring a handhold. You just kind of grab the moss and rip it away, only to find that like right as you're reaching for that handhold, there's just a big black spider with like a red hourglass on its abdomen staring directly back at you. It's like the size of your palm. It is a big black widow. The second you see it, you shriek, clutch your hand to your chest, immediately lose your footing, fall, and you're not high enough to take any damage from this, and also the ground is wet and so cushioned, but you are decidedly more muddy and filthy now than you were a minute ago, and the rain is frustratingly not doing a whole lot to help, because not only is the air super damp, it's also still fairly warm, so you are wet and sticky, and now covered in mud.
Oh, gross! Ugh. It'll take forever to...
This is not going well, you guys.
Oh.
Ludviek comes up behind her and pats her back. It's okay, Minnove. I know your pain.
It was big.
Do not worry. One day we will both conquer these trees.
All right, Kari. Last chance to
Takes his
salvage
fist at
this
one
shit. Last chance. Do some salvaging, my guy.
Well, it looks like I have to pull out the big guns. Kari is going to play some music
Performance.
to pass the time because we're not taking any chances. We're going with the biggest thing we have.
Okay,
There you go.
Kari.
a decent
If that
fucking
didn't
number.
succeed, then I'm walking away.
About that. No, it was a success.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, it's a 26. Come on, your highest possible roll is 29. Yes, you got it. So with that 26, you see everyone else just kind of having a really, 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 really bad day. Like it could get rough getting here, but now you have to go back through it in the terrain that is so much worse than it was on your initial foray in, and everyone is just having a bad time. Tuki is looking around kind of confused because the terrain has started to shift a bit and isn't used to navigating this particular forest, doesn't have every little nook and cranny memorized yet. Minnove tries to climb a tree, gets startled by a spider, and now has the heebie-jeebies and keeps shaking herself. Boron is just kind of, he looks like a sad puppy, honestly, because he keeps getting rained on and just keeps having to like wipe his eyes clean. Just like his mutton chops are sagging, he's dripping all over. He just kind of looks like an angry wet dog. And just, you just see all of this and you're just like, oh, the pity. You pull out your guitar and you start playing a little tune, and it does help to ease everyone's sort of low spirits a little bit. It doesn't undo the fact that their roles were largely useless, but it at the very least helps soothe things over and get people's minds sort of back in a good place. So that is a success, which now means Ludviek. It is time for your survival roll, but because of the various failures that happened before Kari, the DC has increased. And because of how long it's been raining, your roll will be made at disadvantage because of how hazardous the terrain has become.
Ouch.
You got this, buddy.
Okay, here we go.
You got this.
No pressure.
Oh,
He said, fuck a disadvantage. We're going flat rolls.
So,
Wow.
with a 17, despite all of the setbacks, you make decent time. You are still in difficult terrain, so your travel speed is limited to 12 miles in this day, especially given all of the other setbacks. But you still manage to make some good progress before the sun sets and night begins to creep in. The rain doesn't seem to be letting up, though. It's still coming down in sheets.
Should we just continue on? Walk until until it stops? I'd really hate to sit and lay in water and rain and... it's been a...
Have you tried just
Even
floating in your sleep? I mean, I can't.
What were you gonna say
I'd
there,
assume you
Tuki?
could.
I don't even know if we would actually get any rest like this.
I say it's... I vote we continue marching on.
in the dark. In these
That way we make up
conditions.
for any lost time. I mean, what other kind of conditions are there gonna be? We're not gonna sleep well. Might as well make some footing.
There's just the problem that I'm not so good in the dark.
Yes, and also visibility is limited because of the rain. You wouldn't be able to see far at all. Even worse, in the dark. Who knows what you could fall into? You could fall into the river and not even know until you're neck deep in
Well,
water.
You and I could lead the charge.
Ludviek, just because you can't see doesn't mean you can't feel. Like, what?
You and Ludviek, you and I
You can
have
also feel.
pretty good
Could also feel.
night vision. You and I could have pretty good night vision. Everybody here has a torch, has a hooded torch, which they can use in the rain because it's hooded and it won't affect. It's just raining down. Most of it's sheltered from the trees above. And you and I have a really good, can see pretty good in the dark, I'd assume. I mean, one of us takes the back, one of us takes the front, charges ahead, and we just walk until morning. That's what I'm proposing, at least, just to make up for some lost rounding. She flicks some mud off of her cloth.
So is your only what is the word? Issue. Is your only issue the fact you do not think you could get good sleep? I think I could help you get good sleep. All we need to do is create a better shelter. And okay.
Have you
But
never
then it's just
slept
wasting time at that point. That's just wasting time at that point. We could be spending that
too
time
much in
continuing on.
Yeah,
I just
we're
want to
not
get back to
in
the city.
I
Sorry,
would
Boron.
advise against it.
Well, I just want to
and I
get
would
back
say
to the
it's
city
Martian.
as soon as
not
possible.
traveling at night, especially when exhausted, is also bad.
I will add, that is a good
Yeah.
point. If you press on much longer in these current conditions, you're going to start taking points of exhaustion.
Just sleep in
Well-
the rain. What are you all divas? Just sleep
I'm
in the
not
rain.
a diva. I have.
You're the one saying
Sleep
to
in the
walk
rain.
all night because you don't want to sleep because it's a little wet.
Okay, wait.
A little
Ludviek has an
What-
idea.
Well,
Ludviek has an idea?
Sepia's trying to say something.
Oh, good.
I do have an idea. I'm rereading something here just to see what its specifics are.
Sepia's was trying to say something.
All right. Good.
I
All
was
right,
saying,
cool.
Ludviek, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I was saying mechanically, I did think we were going to get a long rest anyway because there are specific rules about good conditions, a good meal. So I just kind of figured if it's raining this bad, we might suffer exhaustion regardless. Which is why I was initially alongside no, so I am incorrect. I will stop
I-
arguing for it.
I have an idea, Sepia.
What you got?
And it's all in the mechanics of the game. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Ludviek is like, Ludviek. Okay, I want him first to look around from what he can tell. Which tree has the biggest natural cover itself in the area?
In this part of the forest, you're a little higher up than closer to ground level, but a lot of this forest is evergreens, so most of them are more vertical than horizontal in terms of their coverage. You're not
Evergreens. Perfect.
Yeah, so like pines,
Oh.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Boughs. Excellent. All right.
You're talking to people very familiar with pine trees, Skitch.
But surrounded by them. Anyway, to which then Ludviek says to Boron, he points to like one under tree, not the one they're next to, but one that's just further away. Is like, cut me as many boughs off the bottom as you can of that thing. Boughs being the big section of the whole branches with pines entirely. And the rest of you, gather as many boughs in the immediate area as you can. I have a way that we could have a good cover tonight.
All right.
So much work for a lot of nothing. Minnove's gonna complain as he does it.
Oh my gosh, you are a diva.
All right. What's your plan,
Says
Ludviek?
you! Oh my god!
I don't
Call
Tell me how long I'm
yourself
gonna
a
take.
Fido.
Basically, the plan, what he's going to do is he is going to take those. He's going to use the base of the largest tree in their area, the one that already has a bunch of natural bough and whatnot. Probably cut off the lowest ones, that would be poking in your head and whatnot, and then using this and the extra boughs that they are going to be gathering, he is going to use Nature's Wrath to bind these boughs together on top of other boughs to create a hardened canopy around this entire tree.
Ooh.
Basically creating a makeshift umbrella.
Ooh, interesting.
A bivouac,
Interesting.
basically.
Okay.
And
All
because
right.
this spell, this is channel divinity. This is not a spell. It doesn't have a time limit to it because it would have to have the tree doing a strength check. Unless you want to have the tree rolling strength checks.
No, there will probably still be a die roll, at least to determine how effective it is.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, everyone who is assigned to the task of bringing in boughs and who is going along with it, just go ahead and make for me just a flat survival check, each of you.
So that just be survival?
Survival.
Alright. Was Tuki? Okay. Wow, that's not great. Okay.
Everyone's definitely...
So everyone's kind of tired.
Boy Scouts, you folks are not.
Yeah, everyone's kind of tired. Everyone's kind of bleh. That said, I will remind you, you do have bards in the party.
We know.
So, but anyway, so, all right. So, it is not the best assembly of boughs you could have hoped for, but it's better than nothing. Boron in particular, equipped with an axe, seems to have done better than everyone else in bringing in useful materials. So with that in mind, Ludviek, channeling your divinity, I would like for you to make for me a roll adding your proficiency bonus and your spellcasting ability score modifier, which I believe for you is your charisma.
Yes, so that is a 3 plus 2, so 5, and roll a what again?
1d20.
1d20.
Oh my god.
6.
Oh my god.
Not the best.
The shock.
Someone left! Someone left!
Impulsive called it a day.
Impulsive!
Impulsive is like, this session is gonna be long.
It's too relatable.
This is gonna be a long session.
Oh my god! All of the good luck that you guys had in
As I said, I
that
think we should have
Narlock
walked.
is gone. You blew all of it on winning that fucking boss
Now's
fight.
the time. Now's the time, Amber.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Like, forget fighting monsters. The real enemy is nature.
On the one hand, like, that's
Mother
a natural one. Like, that is a really bad roll. On the other hand, I don't want to make this an abject failure because it's a cool idea. A creative use of your abilities. So I'll tell you what. Someone get Impulsive back in here.
hitting advantage?
No, get
Did
Impulsive
he
back
leave?
in. Yes, he bounced for
Yeah, he
the
left.
sake of the joke.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
See, I was cute. I went up to Impulsive back. You're welcome, guys.
Thank you. All right. So here's how we're gonna
Okay.
handle this.
So Ludviek has make odds angry.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Because this was such a cool and creative idea, I'm not going to have it be an abject failure, even with that natural one, because I do want to reward creative thinking. That being said, because it is a natural one, it is not
Shouldn't be
nearly
rolling for
as
it in the first
successful
place.
as we would like. So, here's what's going to happen. You... Shush and... Stop. Stop muttering.
Anyway.
So, with a total of 6, you use your channel divinity, Nature's Wrath, and you start casting spells to encourage vines and roots and other things to bend, to hold up this canopy you've put together. And in the sense that you managed to create a space where the rain won't hit you anywhere near as much as it would be out in the open, you managed to create that little sheltered spot, but it's far from perfect. There are gaps, there are little weak points where a little drizzle does still come through, and it will be a fairly cramped space. just with the amount of resources you had, but all the same.
Skitch, if you're gonna have us roll for it, why not just accept the nat 1 as a complete failure?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Now then.
Then
Now
what's
then.
What's the point? Okay.
Let me do my thing, my guy. Contain the calamity that is your memories. So, what this is going to mean is that you can attempt a long rest. There will be a saving throw involved. If you succeed the saving throw, you dodge a point of exhaustion. If that roll had been a success with Ludviek's thing, you could have just taken the full long rest without any risk of exhaustion.
I don't suppose doing this to patch the holes would help.
No, because you'd be hitting it, and that would destroy it.
Maybe you have to concentrate on that one.
That too.
You'd
And all
also
that,
be
yeah.
concentrating, and if you're
Yeah.
sleeping, you're not really concentrating.
Yeah.
Right.
Safe as this.
Yeah, there was just some bad
minute,
luck of the
yeah.
dice there.
It's fine. We're good.
All
We're
right.
all gonna get really cozy with each other. We're gonna dogpile. I'm gonna do us all a favor of when we're all like under it, and I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on everyone in the and so we're all at least dry, and Minnove's not muddy, so everyone that is like cuddling together,
All right.
getting each other wet.
Okay.
Additionally,
Yeah, if you do that for everyone, that'll be a boon. You take a minute to clear everyone up with Prestidigitation. It's very nice. All right. So, hunkering down for that night of rest, do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Con saves.
there. If we're gonna pile and dog wrong.
Okay, what
Oh,
saving
what,
throw
sorry?
is it?
Constitution. Give me some Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Oh no.
Can I give Tuki Bardic?
You don't need to. She succeeds.
I'll
Okay.
give you Bardic. Oh, never mind, Tuki. You're fine.
Okay.
You don't
that's
need it. I rescind my Bardic.
All right. Boron
What
gets
is it?
it.
Sorry, a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Yeah,
Natural
Ludviek, if you want
20.
my Boron, if you want my.
All right.
Minnove succeeds.
Oh God.
Wow. Okay. all
Where
right.
Wow.
were these?
Where was all this a minute ago?
Now we're rolling.
We just had to get the bad ones out. We just had to get a nat one, and then we were like, okay.
You just had to
All right, Kari.
you had to get the cursed energy out of the dice. It's fine. Yep. Ludviek and Kari.
Well,
Kari.
Also,
Ludviek?
Will.
I was just waiting for him to go first.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go then.
All right.
I mean, I don't think really
All right, take that. What's it for?
use that Bardic. D6.
It's D4, right? Oh, D6. Okay.
D6.
16.
Wow. Okay, you guys have dramatically desynced for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Minnove was responding to something before Will said something. Okay, that's weird.
Disconnecting it.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
the
happened with
column-
them both.
Wow, that is weird. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Everyone disconnect and reconnect.
Having a few issues.
Weird. It's a weird day. All right. Are we synced up?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Sounds good coming from you. All right.
Lead again.
I don't know. I just messaged him.
Don't know where he went. Anyway.
Here.
But so
We can
far,
do the. we could probably comes back from whatever he's doing. We could probably do like the what's it called? The watch calls, the watches, and then when Impulsive's back. Oh, there he is.
No,
Oh,
I rolled for him.
Oh no!
That didn't go well.
Oh well.
It's you. You're the problem.
Where did he go? Did he get annoyed at me and leave?
I just messaged him. I don't know.
Weird.
I wouldn't rule it out.
Either way, I say we just continue on with it, and when he comes back, he comes back.
Yeah. All right. So, with that spread of Constitution saves, the only one who failed, regrettably, is Kari. Everyone else rolled well enough to make it. Ludviek faltered for a bit, but the bardic inspiration helped. So.
What if I cast Sleep on Kari?
That would counteract it.
Would I be able to do that or no?
I'll allow it.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Sleep on Kari.
All right. So, with that in mind, then, you managed to sleep the night away without incurring a level of exhaustion. I'm not going to worry about watches for the time being. When the sun comes up the next day, while it is still raining, it's not raining nearly as hard. It has lessened somewhat, but there is still a drizzle coming down. So.
Huh.
And you all slept surprisingly well, all told.
You know, Ludviek, I at first complained about it, but not bad. Not bad of a makeshift shelter in the middle of the woods. Pretty good. Pretty good. Though, I wish there was something we could do about this gosh darn rain.
This is why I wear the hood.
You know what? That's really smart. The issue with me with rain is it just slides down my... It makes everything slippery. Like my grip, horrible. Horrendous.
Was I am the lucky one with a bit of insulation to a degree?
I mean, I guess so. The feathers act as like a makeshift cover, right?
Bit. Not as good as, say, a duck, but still helpful.
Well, that's good. A lot better than goddamn scales. They're great for, like, just basic stuff, but everything just lies right off you. Though, I cannot... I'm sorry, Ludviek, for your mane.
You just see this wet cat stay there. It's like, I can't imagine such a thing, how horrible. It's all sliding off. His mustache is just drooping entirely.
I can't... I'm just imagining, like, Simba from The Lion King looking at Nala. Just, I can't imagine how horrible it must be for you.
Exactly.
Like, wow. Oh well. Either or. I say we... Exactly. I say we press on and try to get some more footing down before, gods, we get stuck again.
True.
Yeah, I'd say let's
Alright.
press through.
All right. So then. Any word on Impulsive?
Impulsive is not
I'm
messaging
here.
me
I
back
just
yet.
don't know how to enter back into the.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Did you get
Conversation.
grumpy
Okay.
at me and walk away or something?
Kari, wake up!
Yeah, no. Yes. I was thinking why are we rolling for, are we just accepting the fact that it just completely failed? If we're not doing that, what's the point of rolling for it?
Well, my reasoning was this.
I
was
don't
going, because it was a neat idea, and I want to encourage that, I was going to have there be some benefit from doing it in the first place. The roll was to see how much of a benefit there would be. The critical fail, well, I mean, again, you don't get critical fails in 5th edition, you just get nat 1s, bit different.
Okay.
So the main reasoning was, if he had rolled higher, there wouldn't have been a need for those constitution saves. It would have just worked without a hitch. Because you rolled low, I imposed the constitution saves as basically like, you did the thing because your ability doesn't come with the caveat that it can fail within the plain written text. So,
roll one.
yeah. I already rolled your con save because you were kind of absent for a bit there. But then Minnove used the sleep spell on you and completely counteracted it. So you succeeded. So no one took any exhaustion. So that was my thought process, if there was any confusion. Yeah. Sometimes the rolls aren't to determine success or fail, it's just to determine degrees of things. And a lot of the time, I also do just vibe checks, where a dice roll doesn't determine success or fail, but just thematics.
Okay.
So just roll with it. There's always a reason why I do a dice roll, even if that reason changes 12 seconds after it happens. All right, so with all that squared away... So,
Actually, I feel rather cubed.
with all that cubed away. All right. So, with all that squared away, you all continue on your way. You all continue on your way as the sun comes up the next day, and you have your little chats and whatnot, and you proceed, leaving behind the little shelter Ludviek put together. Rather, at least a little bit thankful for the night's rest. Against all odds, you managed to make that work and avoid becoming absolutely exhausted. And though there is still rainfall, it's not nearly as heavy as it was a bit ago, like last night, rather, so it's more manageable. I am now going to roll something. I'm still set to Kari for some reason. Let me fix that. Either way. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. So with all that in mind, the rest of the journey, despite the foul weather and the overflowing waters, is thankfully uneventful. And after, let's see here, I'd say about 3 more days of travel, sort of capitalizing on the same trick that Ludviek used before, you eventually start to find the forests thinning out around you. And before long, you come out of the tree line and back to that small village on the river's edge, overlooking the city of Riversmeet in the distance. And there's a degree of relief, as on this day, I'd say you're about at lunchtime as Riversmeet is coming back into view, that the rain has finally fucking stopped. Everything is wet and shiny, but the sun is out, occasionally graying over with a bit of cloud cover, but you can see the sky and the sun and color has returned, almost as if sunlight is your reward for escaping the canopy and the boughs of the Forest of 1,000 Rivers. You can see the city up ahead, bustling with activity as it was when you left it, and you recall that you still have a horse waiting for you in there somewhere.
And a cart.
Thank
Yep.
gods. Oh. I'm never gonna complain about potholes again.
Yeah, about
Maybe valuable.
making a cover for the cart actually. So if we get caught in the rain again, at least we can sleep in relative dryness.
All right. So, I imagine you're gonna take a ferry across as before. I forget how much I charged for that last time.
I mean,
Some coffee.
inflation.
I pay this guy silver and be done with it.
Sure, we'll roll with it. You fork over a silver, you cross the river, which is running notably higher on account of the recent rainfall and notably faster. So there's actually, you notice a mage on board who seems to be, those of you who know the magic language, his incantations are focused almost entirely on just keeping the damn skiff stable as it's crossing the water. He has his hands up, he's uttering incantations just to counteract the force of the waves as the boat makes the crossing. Reach the other side,
My
and
God.
anyone looking his way is the as you're trying to get to some bark. You see that he actually gets past a pouch full of coins from the main driver, I guess, in repayment for helping keep the thing stable on the journey.
Oh man.
But you are back
Must
to
be a
the
nice
city.
job to have.
Yippee!
Hooray!
Indeed.
Finally! Warm food, warm beds. Ugh, perfect.
It will be nice.
Yeah, a bit of
It will be nice to have an
dryness
actual
can't
rest
hurt.
for once.
I mean, I think that was probably the best unassisted sleep I've ever gotten.
In the
There is nothing quite like sleeping out under the stars. Though, there is nothing quite like sleeping in the wood bed either. If only we could combine the two.
I believe that's called camp. Either or, I say we. What what's our plan? We find. Oh, what's her name again? Oh, it's been a couple of days. It's been so long.
What was her name again?
The leader of
Skish.
the
I have it here.
forest runners.
The river crawler commander is Jarinia Nikolai.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, apparently
Jarinia.
Jarinia is scary.
Miss Lydia.
Just an ominous horn blow when I say her name. It's the lamp all over again.
Let's go.
Calm down, Neverwinter Nights.
Let's go and say hello to Janinian, and I guess show her our findings, or do we go back to Godfrey and show him our findings? I mean, she works for him.
Not necessarily. She
Check in with her first.
Yeah, as a reminder, because it has been a bit, you would all know this. The main thing is you're supposed to report back to Godfrey. You mostly need to go back to Jarinia because you left Butterscotch, your horse, with her. The river crawlers don't work necessarily for the solemn erudites, but if they find something that in the woods that the erudites would find interesting, they will report it and provide escort and guidance to those locations if it is required. So,
Well, work with.
yeah, they work with, but not
And-
for.
Let's get Butterscotch and I guess head back.
Indeed. So, making your way
So,
through the city
any
street.
theories on the?
Go on.
I was gonna say, any theories on the? Now that it's long gone and kind of in the back of our heads, any theories on the? Any theories on the? Sorry, I just saw what he posted. Any theories on the ruins that we had seen, or any developing further thoughts?
Well, we aren't getting paid to make assumptions.
No, but isn't it fun? Don't you want? We're not making assumptions. We're making theories, hypothesis.
That's even
It's all
worse.
What do you mean that's worse? You can just use your brain and you think about fun ideas. Like, who knows? Maybe it could have been an orgy site. We don't know.
I don't want to. I don't want to think. I don't want to make up theories about things. I'll be honest with you.
Well,
I think I saw God. Do you know what
Ludviek
it's
is
like to see
gonna.
God?
Ludviek is gonna
Hello.
stay.
None of you want to play my game. It's fine. It's fine.
Ludviek is gonna just try and remember what he saw of the temple and see if that could even relate to anything related to a sex cult.
Make an intelligence check.
So,
I'm not sexist in the middle of the ruins.
2.
He has no idea.
You have absolutely no idea,
That could be
Ludviek.
possible.
Like, here's the thing. Like, here's the funny thing about
It's
that. Like,
strange, but
Oh God,
us-
no! No! I'm rolling.
What?
I'm rolling for that. No. There.
Okay. All right. I mean, I
Kari
wasn't
can't let
asking.
Ludviek
I mean, I
start
wasn't
thinking.
asking for a religion check. I was asking for intelligence, but I'll take it. Real quick. So for Ludviek, you aren't necessarily acquainted with like sex-based religions. It's never come up in any respect for you. Like, pretty much the closest thing that might come up is that, technically speaking, lovemaking does fall under Suna's domain as the goddess of love. But, like, that's not the part of Suna's portfolio that you have anything to do with. So even that aspect of your faith is something that you don't really engage with. And outside of that, like, sex is just a thing that happens. You're not necessarily versed on cults that make it more than that. As for you, Kari, yeah, no, that wasn't a sex cult. Or if it was, they were very clean about it and did other stuff too.
Kari is going to say that the moment Ludviek is like, maybe it could be. He's like, no. It was not.
I didn't see a single
Come
dildo.
on, you gotta have fun
he's
with
snipping
it.
that one in the bud.
Kari, you gotta have fun with it. You gotta get your brain thinking about what it could be, what it could have been, what it definitely wasn't.
But Minnove,
I
make
know.
sure that in your process of having an open mind, it does not fall out.
That my open mind doesn't. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It means while being imaginative is a good idea in many times and is needed, sometimes you can get caught up in your own thoughts a bit too much.
Let's get this fucking horse.
Everyone's just kind of pissing on Minnove today.
Criticism. Not even criticism.
All right. So,
She's making it too easy.
all right. So, making your way to the River Crawler Tower. Let me see here. The Grimtide Roost. You find the broad tower. Easy enough. You've been there before. Out front, you see one of the river crawlers just kind of keeping watch. Glances up your way. Straightens up a bit. Oh, you lot are back yet? You lot are back, are you?
Hello there.
Indeed,
We're here for.
we found what we were looking for.
Right. Well, I imagine you're
deposit?
here. I imagine you're here about your horse.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave and come back because there's been several in and out in the last minute.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
is
me
it-
too. Hang on.
Technical difficulties
Same.
ahoy! Don't know what the fuck's happening, but we keep desyncing and it's weird.
I just checked. Discord's having problems all across the board right now.
Oh, so it's not just us. Okay. Good to know. Apologies for this audience. We have literally no say in the matter. Just every every 10 or 20 minutes or so, just cycle through. Should be fine. All right. Well, as is, your horse is a spirited little thing, I'll tell you that. The day you left, she started throwing hysterics. Took us almost an afternoon to get her to calm down. She's being well taken
Her
care of.
name's not Spirit, it's Butterscotch.
Well, yes, her name is Butterscotch, but she is a very spirited animal. And very opinionated.
It happens. She'll be happy to see us.
Imagine she will. Jarenia's got the slip that'll prove she's yours. You can go talk to her if you'd like. She's inside right now.
Good.
Alright. For the sake of brevity, it doesn't take you long to
Go
find her.
inside and-
Stepping inside and navigating around, it doesn't take you terribly long to locate Jarenia. She's currently, when you find her, she's talking to a handful of what appears to be not recruits, but maybe younger members of the Order who look very tired and weathered, like they just recently got back from a trip themselves. She glances your way as you make yourselves known in sort of the doorway of the room she's in, nods to her subordinates. Right, you can give me more details later. You two go and get some rest. You've earned it. Thank you, Mom. And they go shuffling off as she turns to the rest of you. Right. Was wondering when I'd see you lot again, if ever. How was the woods?
Wet.
Wet. Very.
Don't go into the river. Don't.
No.
We're river crawlers.
Yes,
That's our
Happened to come
entire
across
job.
one of those.
Well,
It's
fuck,
doing
it's
one
really
of the
fucked.
river drakes that were mentioned.
Goody, more desyncing.
I feel like it's something that we just have to live with right now.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we have to like it.
Yeah, no, I just checked. Is it down detector? Yeah, reports are pulling in. API is gone to heck.
Oh, goody. All right. Well, sadly, we don't have any other options. Unless we want to turn on Roll20's voice chat
could
features,
go
but
with
I'm given to
Skype.
understand that... No, I don't have Skype, and also, Skype is gone! It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, Skype is gone.
Yeah.
It shut down.
Skype is gone. Damn.
It shut down last year.
Anyway. So. You were saying something, Ludviek, about the river drakes?
It's like a. We found one of the group of those liver drakes you mentioned. Nasty creatures. Thankfully, we did not have too much trouble with them.
Good. What about adherents? Did you run into any of them whilst you were out and about?
Sorry, could you say that again? My ear must have been clogged with
Oh my god.
some water.
Alright, am I good? Am I clear?
No, but
Yeah.
let's go.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so. What about any of the adherents? Did you run into any of them?
No, actually.
At what?
The adherents, the
adherents,
the people who practice the old ways who are sometimes
yes.
hostile.
Guys. Surprisingly not.
Yeah, no, we didn't run into any of them, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a quite...
Didn't even
No.
Other
see any
than
signs of them.
The rain and the muck.
I mean, just had to deal with some animals.
It's possible that given
And
the
bugs.
rainfall, they elected to withdraw to their own home and not bother travelers. They may live out there in the wilds, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are at all times accustomed to its worst aspects.
Either way.
Well, we
No
did
issues.
find What were those creatures again that we encountered? Those big,
Narloths.
the big, and the Gnarlis. We did encounter a group of Gnarlis though in the ruins. We have taken care of them, however. They will not be an issue.
Good, good. One less thing for my people to worry about when the erudites come crawling through.
Well, with that said,
I made sure to mark the path back quite easily for you. Just follow the claws.
Understood. I imagine you're here for your
well,
horse
with
then.
that said, exactly. Missed old butterscotch there.
Right, she reaches into a pouch at her side, rummages around for a bit, withdraws a slip of parchment, hands it over. Here you are. Present this to the stable master at the western gate. I'll see you back and reunited with your horse and cabin. Word of advice. Don't piss
Thank
off that
you.
horse. She has a mean kick.
We have no intention.
Yes, Boron knows quite well.
I haven't been kicked by her.
I thought you had.
Oh wait, I thought it was. Well,
I thought that was Ludviek.
or was that Kari?
Kari was.
Oh,
I thought it was Ludviek.
oh yeah, it was me. Right. Oh right. Oh, it was
He
like
got kicked so hard,
no.
he didn't even remember.
Almost,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Ludviek, I think
Right
he
in
might
the
have a
head.
concussion.
Remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you might have a concussion there, bud.
This is terrible. No. I have no short-term memory loss. No. I have no short-term memory loss.
Okay, well, lay down. You've been doing a lot of traveling.
Oh, wait, what
We'll
don't
put you in the car. You can lay down, have a quick nap. Kari.
I am not your
Don't trick 'em like
grandfather, and
this.
I am not that old. I am fine.
I don't know. You were leading the way a lot there, and took a lot out of you. I think you deserve some rest while we're on the road, at the very least.
Then I will rest in the cart. Let us go. Thank you very much, Jonathan. You have a good rested day.
You as well.
I bow
very
to
sad.
Jarnian.
All right.
Some short-term memory loss.
It's not ultimately all that important who got kicked by the Engi horse.
I'll go to grocer. I'll to a grocer and
It's the most important
get,
thing we've
some
discussed.
snacks for butterscotch.
All right.
We should get that horse feet back.
All right. If you want to get like some really good horse feed, let's see here. Is
Something
horse
like
feed?
carrots, apples, whatnot. Yeah, just grab some carrots, apples, stuff like
All
that.
right. If you want to grab like a few days worth of carrots and apples as like treats, I'd say like blow like a silver to get a bunch of them. Easy enough.
Yep.
And while Boron's doing that, the rest of you take the slip of parchment, head to the western gate and the stables therein. Show your slip to the stable master, or at the very least, stable boy, little freckle-faced kid with sort of a sandy blonde hair, sort of nods his head. All right, that one. All right. Heads in and comes back out a second later with butterscotch close in tow. She looks up, her eyes land on the party, and you notice that almost immediately there's like an uptick in like the exuberance of her steps as she's approaching you. Just kind of went from just like standard walking to there's now a bounce in this horse's step as she approaches.
Hey.
Look at that. A
I'll
horse
give her
and
a
a boy.
cuddle.
Man, look at that. You can never separate a horse and their boy. She's gonna comment as Boron gives scotch.
All right, and Ludviek is casting Speak with Animals.
Yes. after Minnove does that, he's gonna say to her, he's gonna take a second, do his ringstone, get it activated, and say to Butterscotch, "We thought you would be back, and we were bound to be as well. We are going to be going now."
Butterscotch receives the message and communicates back, basically along lines of, "About damn time!"
I
So do not
understand this
worry.
first.
We are going back to the big city. And at the big city, the much better place. Better stables, better hay, and better feed.
She communicates that the food was fine. It was the fact that these guys didn't know how to brush her the way she likes that made her so pissy. And also the fact that she's come to like you all because you managed to get rid of the pain in her hoof. These guys haven't done that. They're unfamiliar, so she didn't really like them.
Oh.
Well then, you'll have to tell me all the best ways you want to be brushed, and I will pass it along to make sure Boron can do it correct. Ludviek just looks, as he says that, he's just looking over at Boron with a shit-eating grin.
Alright. So then. Butterscotch reacquired. You have your horse back. Travel speed will be much faster now.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Ready
So-
to be out.
All right.
Oh, Tuki was saying something?
Sorry.
I just said ready to be out of here.
Alright. Alrighty.
It's
Well then.
wet.
It is wet. So, loading up into the wagon and gathering up your things, unless there's anything else you wish to do in Riversmeet before you depart.
Nope, Minnove's gonna be so happy she's gonna jump in the cart. Gonna stretch. Huh?
Did we want a warm meal before we left?
Well, what time is it right now?
I said it was like about lunch when you got here, so, it's maybe like a little after lunch.
Afternoon.
Nothing saying
Well,
we
like
can't
a
have
sandwich
a
or
warm
something.
meal. Nothing saying we can't have a warm meal
Yeah.
and head out on the road.
Alright.
Take it for the road,
I would
even.
like
Sounds like enough.
Alright. If it is your wish to go and get yourself some chow before you depart, easily done. So, you wish to make your way back to the Stilted Toad?
Yeah, probably. It's on the way.
Yeah.
Alright. So, instead of gathering up your things in the back of the wagon, you just make sure the butterscotch is ready to go, and go to get yourselves filled up with a big warm lunch back at that inn and tavern that presides over the water. As you're sort of showing up, you see that the dwarf woman, Taruma, who you had met previously, the bartender, is still there, still going about her work as you approach, looks up and see like this big cracking smile appear on her face as she sees you all again. Oh, you're all alive, are ya? Gonna level with ya. Wasn't expecting that.
yes.
More or less.
4 steps are a dangerous place they are. A lot of people can get themselves killed out there if they're not careful. Glad to see I was mistaken about you. So, what can I do you for?
We're just looking to
Well.
get some lunch.
A warm meal.
Warm meal. All right. I think I can swing up
Ludviek
something
nods.
together for you real quick. All right. So, give me just a second here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Jeebus. I wish this particular GM screen was better laid out. Alright, I'll go ahead and say for everyone to get a good meal at this place. Let's see here. It's like, just for like a really good meal, not like a dinner or anything. We'll say like a gold piece to get everyone a decent meal.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it says
Gold
here
piece.
that it's like that.
Wow.
Like it says here in this thing that meals per day for like comfortable is like 5 silver. I'm assuming that it's slightly cheaper than that because it's lunch. So that, and there are 5 of you, so that would wind up being like over 2 gold pieces. So I rounded it down to 1 to get everyone a good lunch.
Oh, I meant each a gold each.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought
not a
that's what you were
no, not a
saying.
gold. No, not a gold each. A gold in total.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright,
that
in
makes
that case, Kari's
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, Kari's got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, Kari's got it. All right, so it's not anything necessarily super extravagant. You basically get like some very, you get some. God, this desync is giving me migraines. Everyone out, and then back in. God damn it. See, it took several seconds for the instruction of everyone out to reach them, so they're all still in there. Did my instructions not even go through?
Nope.
Oh, it wants
Not
us to all to
really.
leave.
I said everyone out and then everyone back in.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
think
No, I
it's
didn't
none of
get
that.
that.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
think that
my
really
fucking
affects
God.
it anyway.
Try
this
it
is entire-
anyway.
I did.
Jesus Christ.
I did, but I'm just saying PI going to 5,000, 2,000 megapixels a second. Yeah, no. Amazingly, though, on Down Detector, they're up to 7,000 reports. Wow, okay, yeah, it's
Jesus.
not just us.
I am so fucking sorry. This is really putting a cramp on our
It
style
happens.
today. The downsides of having to play over the internet.
Through it.
Yeah, alright. Okay, so. The meal in question is some very warm, very fluffy, but also still very dense slices of sort of buttered bread, along with some sausage and bacon.
Sounds good to me.
Yummy.
Jeez. A functional lunch that gets your spirits up and fills your bellies with something other than hard tack and nuts and berries and the occasional bug. Right. So then. With your bellies thus filled, if there's nothing else,
Let's get back to Asmara.
all right. So then,
That sounds
Yes.
like a good idea.
alrighty. So, gathering up your things and making your way back to your horse, you set out from Riversmeet and begin the journey back to the Academy City. Your findings well in hand, the crystal still very much in your possession. You set out from the gates of the city, following along the riverside as you make your way back out into the forest-flanked hills and lowlands surrounding the river basin. You have about half a day's travel left with the time you have left after scarfing down that lovely lunch. So we can say you can make about 15 miles today before you run out of time. So you'll be able to get to about there before you have to stop, pull over at one of Valm's houses of respite, and get a night's rest before carrying on in the morning.
So, what do we think that that crystal might?
I forgot if Kari described what it.
I don't think Kari
It's like-
did. I don't think Kari did describe what happened. He just kind of said, "Don't touch it. Let's lock this up."
Yeah, he was
Sorry,
just
what-
like,
we-
don't.
What happened?
Hmm.
Can I see it? No, it's gonna try and reach to
No.
grab its box.
No, don't. No, stop it. Stop. No. No.
I mean, it blocked it.
Imagine Kari doing this thing, holding it above her head. Like, no.
No.
But no,
It wasn't fun.
I got that idea, but
As Kari is distracted by
It
Minnove
felt
trying to
like-
grab the box,
It
I'd like to
felt
try to
like
fight
someone.
Oh,
I would
talking
like
at
to
the
roll
same-
perception to see if I notice him trying.
Y'all are talking at the same time, so I have no idea what the hell's happening.
yeah.
Kari is holding the box
Or at
above
least it's-
Minnove. Ludwick is
He's
one
going to
who
swag while he-
Kari, wanting to roll I'm wanting to roll perception to see if he notices this.
Okay. Alright. That'll be a stealth check from Ludviek and a perception from Kari.
We'll let the stealth go first.
Yeah, set the DC. 4! Kari's passive perception is
I don't
high
even-
enough that just kind of invalidates it.
I
yeah.
knew it would happen.
So, yeah, Ludviek, you kind of go to start, like, reaching
Look,
for it, and
I
Kari
relocked
just...
it anyway.
Yeah, and Kari's eyes just snap back to you. It's like, no.
Actually, Skidge, how much does it weigh?
Well, the reliquary itself is made of stone, so the box is like a good few pounds. The crystal itself is surprisingly light. Most of the weight comes from its gold adornment, so it has a degree of heft, but the crystal itself was actually pretty light when you picked it up. Like, I'd say it was probably no heavier than, like, a baseball.
oh my god.
Skidge?
Yes?
Skidge. It just skipped around everything you said, just say a number.
1.
Pound?
What's the number? It weighs 1 pound?
That's... You asked me to say a number.
I thought he said 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because
Your
it
full
literally
explanation, like-
skipped. Yeah, it literally skipped everything. It stopped. They were quiet, and then out of nowhere, everything just happened at once.
Yeah, I've been getting that too. Jesus Christ.
I might have to switch.
So
I
what is
I
the
think
number?
we might have to switch.
There wasn't... I didn't specify
is
a
the
number is
number?
the thing. I wasn't specifying a number.
Is it greater than 10 pounds?
I said it was about as heavy... The box... The fuck... Give me a minute. I'm sorry, audience. I am so sorry. This is so frustrating. It's pissing me off so much. I'm gonna try something. All right, I think we fixed it, at least for now. So, I don't know what the hell's going on. Discord's fucked. We've migrated to the Roll20 room for voice chat. As you can see by the fact that our dice history has been completely overwritten by our text chat, it took us a bit to get it set up. We probably wasted a solid 20 minutes on this, and not everyone can hear me clearly. Everyone's audio levels are going to be a bit wonky. I am so sorry for all of this again, but it is outside of our control. We'll have TeamSpeak on backup for next time we play, I think, just in case shit goes tits up again. But for the time being, just please bear with us. We're doing our best. As I understand it, where last we left off, Minnove was making had kind of been wanting to have a look at the reliquary with the crystal inside. The reliquary was locked, courtesy of Tuki. Ludviek was kind of making a grab for it, but did not succeed because he rolled a 4 on his stealth, and Kari's passive perception is much higher than that, and I had been asked how heavy the reliquary was. Is all of this correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. So to answer the question as to how heavy the reliquary is, since I got all jumbled up last time, the basic summary is the reliquary itself is made of stone, so that itself is fairly heavy. It is a good several pounds. The crystal itself is pretty light. Its heaviest aspects would have to be the gold ornamentation on its end caps. So the crystal itself is probably only about maybe the weight of like a baseball, or something to that effect, something like that. Maybe a little
So
heavier.
heavy enough for Mage Hand to grab it.
Yeah.
Or hold it.
Yeah, like the crystal, presuming you could see it, would be light enough for Mage Hand to pick it up. But the reliquary itself is like several pounds.
Well, I don't think we want to pick up the crystal. We just want to. I think Kari just wants to lift the box higher.
Yeah. So with that squared away, proceed.
Can Mage Hand pick up the box?
I mean, what's the capacity of Mage Hand?
10 pounds.
I'd say yes with difficulty.
So
Can it?
Just yes.
Skidge, I think Mage Hand is just a black or white yes or no.
I was
Yeah,
saying with difficulty for
unless we-
flair to mean like yes, you can lift it, but like it would be like if the Mage Hand had muscles, it would be straining. Don't read into it too much.
No, I'm just thinking. Okay. Okay, then he's just gonna. How long does it last? Oh.
10 minutes.
And as a reminder,
10
you
minutes.
are in one of the Valn houses of respite right now.
Oh. He's just gonna hold it over everyone's heads for a few minutes.
Okay.
Ludviek wants to jump up and grab it.
No, what is the range on that? Hang on. Wait, what? Did my sheet close? I can't find
Probably. We had to refresh. We had to refresh the webpage
that's
in order to
right.
open our things. So.
There, I'm doing
mean-
that for you.
It's locked.
Congratulations.
It's locked, yeah.
Congratulations, it's 15 feet in the air.
Yeah. You're not getting that.
Can
Anyway.
Ludviek still make the attempt to jump and grab it? He is a cat. They are good at jumping.
You're also a cat wearing heavy armor.
And really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And also in a confined space.
yeah.
He is going to take off his armor.
Ludviek is gonna give everyone a strip show and then make the.
You realize that I can go 30 feet in the air with this, right?
Sounds like a good challenge.
I
It's
fail
30
to
feet
see
in
the.
air.
I fail to see the purpose, honestly.
Yeah,
Once
it's.
Tuki grabs it.
At this point, you know, he's just smiling. He's just smiling for it. It's just like Kari's trying to say, "Oh, well, you can't grab it." It's like Ludwig's like, "I take that personally. I can grab that."
Okay. Fucking, you insist.
I do.
All right. Either way, it'll take a while to take off your armor. It's not Oblivion where you just tap a button and it disappears. No, you got like belts to undo and things to
Yeah,
shrug
but
off.
we're at
It'll
the,
take
we're at
you
the
a few
house
minutes.
of respite. He'd be taking it off anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. But still, it'll take you a couple minutes. So,
You can't just strip. Gosh. I gotta have some decency, and Minnove's gonna be like covering like her like eyes.
I still have clothes underneath this, you do know.
Oh, don't stop stripping, Ludviek. Stop it.
He just slowly takes off a gauntlet, smiling at her.
So naked. Ludviek.
I have shirt and pants on.
Ah, you're nude.
Boron, please tell me,
What?
is she insane?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's bias. That's a biased opinion right there.
And
Why?
Kari is going to take this time to hide the box somewhere.
sleight of hand check.
Sleight
to
of
set-
hand.
Just to set a DC.
Oh god.
Okay. So I guess perception?
I guess. Nope.
It's up in a rafter.
All right, so you finish putting on your show, Ludviek. Cast your eyes about and you realize that fucking reliquary is gone.
Kari,
I mean-
you are no fun at all.
I mean, aren't we turning this in? Like, should we really be playing with it?
It is a matter of principle, Tuki.
Agreed. This is 200 gold's worth.
I mean, well, no, that's not 200 gold worth. Minnove's gonna open up her book. This is. Okay, guys.
Okay. Whatever.
Alright, well, just as long, Kari, as you do not leave it and forget it. I do not want to have to turn the cart around and come back.
Well, it's more or less the idea of what the hell, what is that?
Did any of you, I seen a mage identify stuff. Can you do that?
Nah, I can't now.
I can't, no. You think I would naturally be walking around adventuring like this if I could just sit down and make money by just identifying things? No. If anything,
Okay.
this is not even lumen. Which is the scary part. There's no, if I were to look at it and see it, and any mage can tell you, it's pretty fucked. Everything has to have a piece of lumen in it in order for it to work, in order for it to do magical things, and for the property that it did to Kari, there's no way that thing is natural.
All we know is that it was not fun. It's not really said what else.
Yes,
What?
Kari, would you like to illuminate us on what exactly happened? You've been quite... what's its word? Cagey about it?
So, good question.
Do you need a
I
reminder from
don't-
the Dungeon Master?
What?
Do you need a reminder from the Dungeon Master?
No, don't worry. I remember what happened. It's just trying to explain it in an understandable, comprehensible way is very difficult for Kari.
Gotcha.
Then explain it in a difficult and incomprehensible way.
How did you know I said that? That was out of character.
Okay.
So imagine, have you ever read a book?
Yes.
Have you ever pictured
No.
what you're reading in a book in your brain?
Yes.
Okay. Now imagine an entire library's worth of that being drilled through your brain in a fraction of a second. Like it's a sieve.
Like when you're thinking about too many things at once.
Yes, except it's not too many things, it is all of the things.
All of
Every single one of the things at the same time.
What? Kari, what did you...
Every single thing, and then all
Well-
of the emotions, and it's all happening at once, and I think I almost had an aneurysm.
Did you at all, pick up on any certain things? Or is it too much?
The answer is yes and no.
Yesn't. Alright. Love that answer.
Yesn't.
Well,
So you shouldn't touch it.
well,
It
what if
was not
what if it's
fun.
different? But what if it's different for everyone?
What?
Who knows what that thing is? Genuinely, what you
It-
see might be something that might be another puzzle piece to what someone else might see too.
Well, I'm not touching it.
Skitch, I have a question about the magic system in this world.
Shoot.
Is what Minnove's suggesting even a thing that's possible?
I mean, magic that pumps information into one's brain is extraordinarily rare. That said, if one could get crafty enough with magic, it's not impossible. The problem is that the thing you're dealing with doesn't line up with your understanding of how magic works. Like, Minnove was on the money when she pointed out there is no presence of luma in this thing. There's no white glow. The light it emits is blue, which is not the light color of luma. So whatever this thing's power is not derived from the same sort of magic that you or anyone else uses. So you have no frame of reference for what it could be capable of. So it might be the case that someone else would get different information, or they might get the exact same information, or it was a one and done. You have no way of knowing. This is outside the wheelhouse of your education and practical experience. You are thoroughly in the dark here.
All right, so then what Kari's going to say is, you may be right, but I think I almost had an aneurysm.
Yeah, I can almost have an aneurysm too.
Yeah.
I'm having one right now as we speak.
I'm about to have another one. Oh my goodness.
Kari, be fine.
But you don't know what
I will be fine. I will be fine.
Are you telling me that?
Come on.
You
Tell you what, Kari. Let her try,
What?
and if anything goes wrong, I can make sure that she is all right.
okay? Fine, I'll let you touch the magic.
And I'm definitely not suggesting this because I am also curious.
Okay, you know it, all right.
And he's gonna grab the thing with Mage Hand and go, all right, Tuki, if you could please open this up for this one right here, because I just really, really, really want to,
Considering how we're rolling tonight, it's definitely a good idea to make that concept safe.
Kari, and while this is all happening, Kari, would you mind writing your experience down in my journal here? And she will
He's going to grab the journal, grab the pen, and then just scribble an entire page in, like, rapidly, and then hand it back. Like, not even words, but just, like, going back and forth from the top to the bottom and go, there you go.
That was a lot of ink.
Yes. It was a lot of information.
All right.
So, you're passing the reliquary back down?
Yes.
It is still locked, courtesy of Tuki, so...
Yes, I already handed it to Tuki, asking her to please unlock it.
Alright, I won't necessitate a roll for this, as Tuki does, as Tuki's done this before, so... she knows how she locked it, so she can unlock it easy enough. So, presuming she agrees to do so.
Yep, she'll unlock it.
Alright.
I think she's curious enough to,
Alright. So, fiddling with it for a minute, you eventually...
to pick it up to hand it to somebody.
So, with that, I'm going to...
was saying something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, you fiddle with it for a minute, and after a second, the unfamiliar mechanisms click and the reliquary pops open, and the blue crystal within, still gently humming, still not moving, still quietly vibrating.
Let's see. Oh, kobold ancestry, don't fail me now. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself if I can.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll allow it.
And we are going to do this. Minnove's gonna reach down, hesitantly, like hovering her hand over the blue crystal. She's gonna say some few words in her head.
Hold on. There's just one thing I'm checking quickly.
Yes.
I'm just checking a spell quickly. I was reading through.
This is much better. We're actually playing now.
No, and okay, yeah, no, that would not matter. All right, sorry, nope,
All
go
right.
ahead.
All right, so
All right.
Go ahead, Minnove.
So she reaches down and she lightly grasps it in her hand,
All right.
preparing herself.
All right. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's right. It's charisma.
All right. That is a success. So
I'll just do this just to use it.
Yeah, so 19. Yeah, so you don't take any psychic damage, but the moment your hand comes into contact with the crystal, you are greeted to the same experience that I described to Kari. I can read it off again if you'd like, or just paraphrase it.
Just paraphrase.
Yeah. So you find your mind suddenly being just filled with images and words that, as if your mind is being compelled to think things that you do not want it to think. Like a limb being moved without your consent, but it's your own thoughts. They're like fragmented and fracturing images. There's this eternally expanding kaleidoscope spiderweb of little blue lights and nodes tethered and bridging together, expanding out until there's millions of them. And then just this... It reminds you of, like, if Minnove has ever had, like, a panic attack or found herself, like, just in the midst of that sort of frantic mental state where a thought comes and then goes and then comes and then goes and there's too many of them all at once. It kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah.
You're filled with the thought of, like, falling skies, advancing enemies. You see brief sort of flickers of hands and masks and just an aura of malice. A word flickers through your mind. Janatuel. You think about a cradled stone that fell near. Entrusted, perhaps, a souvenir. Then just after a while of these mental images passing through your head, not even mental images, there's no coherence to the visions you're having. It's just noise with like suggestions of shape rather than anything concrete, lost in the white noise or the blue noise, I suppose. A gentle touch, a hand glowing blue, and then you snap back to yourself. To everyone else, the room was filled brightly with that blue light for a few seconds. At Minnove, you sort of snap out of it with like a gasp as like your heart pounds in your chest and your thoughts scramble to reorient themselves back to what is you.
Now that's what that looked like from your perspective.
What?
I told you.
You did. You most certainly did, and I did not believe it. I hope that maybe there would be some other information or...
You want me to put it back?
Tuki, lock up the box.
Yes.
Wait, there's before you do, I want Ludviek to first check Minnove to be sure there's nothing wrong. And he's like, and I have idea about that.
All right, medicine check to check Minnove.
Yes.
23. Yeah, looking her over, she seems like a little, like, almost like a little confused, like she's not entirely sure where she is, but it's rapidly fading as her breath comes under control. Her eyes stop darting around. It looks from the outside like she had a momentary lapse of awareness, and then it all came flooding back to her really quickly, and she's starting to calm down. You don't see any signs of injury or harm, just like she spontaneously just had a moment of confusion and mild panic, and it's rapidly subsided. She seems fine.
Okay.
There was a word. What was the word again?
The big word that sort of stuck out to you was Janatuel.
Janatuel.
And I can paste it in chat here so that you can see how it's spelled.
Does that sound familiar to anyone of any sort? Any?
Does not sound to me of anything I've heard.
None of you have heard that word before. The only exception is Kari because he touched the crystal.
I'm gonna write it down in the journal. That word.
All right.
Before you put it away, I had what as Minnove said. I have a hypothesis. It's possible that you were not able to understand, both of you, what you were seeing because, as you said, it is many things at once. I'm wondering if at all possible there was a method Jorna taught to me to help focus on very specific things, mostly of creatures and objects of ill intent or of touched by Luma itself. And this is the thing I'm talking about. I'm wondering if I were to open my mind to this while focusing, I might be able to see something different, or perhaps get more coherence in the process.
The thing is, Ludviek, that is not Luma.
Yes, Ludviek, you're operating under the assumption that we even know what we're dealing with. This is something very completely outside of anything that anyone in this room, or possibly on this planet, knows or understands that is currently breathing.
Without taking a breath. Well done. That was a lot of words without needing to take an inhalation. Very well done. Impressive.
Alright.
Thank you.
That is true. That is true. This is quite an unknown. But, in order to figure everything out about it, we must eliminate all things that we know. We already know it does not have any form of Luma that comes off of it. But, could there be other things on it as well?
I don't think you would be able to find that, Ludviek.
You know, just let him touch it. Just let him touch it.
So basically what I'd like to do first is open up Divine Sense, and before touching the object itself, and just see if there's anything more about it. Like, we already know it was not getting Luma, but is it possibly consecrated, desecrated? Has it had would anything of his that he has here by chance showcase in the object itself?
Well, within the confines of Divine Sense, which we've retooled from Celestial Fiend or Undead to be like a plant, beast, and monstrosity.
Right, I gotta edit that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, you're not getting any... It kind of reminds you of the sort of general vibe you got when you were in those old ruins, that it wasn't deliberately desecrated by, like, malice or malicious intent or anything like that. If it's desecrated at all, it's simply by the ravages of time and abandonment. You're not getting anything from it otherwise. It, like, to your... Like, your Divine Senses is mostly just used to, like, pick up on the presence of life forms, and... You're not getting any pings of life, at least not that you can detect on your sense, and this ability, sadly, doesn't really help you with this thing.
Yes. Well,
if anyone knows something like Detect Magic, you could try that. If anyone knows Identify, you could try that.
I actually do have that. Oh. I select it.
And nobody has Identify? Jeez.
I don't think.
Well, we're also only level 4, and I think Identify is like level 3.
That is true.
So, and we also have two bards that don't get it, I don't think.
You can have it at level 1.
I mean...
And bards get it, definitely.
Okay, but you're kind of... They can pick the spells they want to pick.
And none
yeah,
of them
I mean, I could use Detect Magic. So...
If you want to blow the spell slot...
Yeah, we're at the resting part. There's not much in the rest of the day.
All right, so casting Detect Magic, you sort of utter a few words to your ringstone, sort of concentrating, opening up your mind to other forces of Luma within the range, and you try to sort of broaden it out to maybe detect anything else that might be similar, and then open your eyes to look down at this crystal, and there's nothing magical about it. It is not registering on. It is not registering on your spell or your senses as magical in any way.
Ludviek relays that, basically saying, it just first on sight. He says, "This is not magical in any sense. Not even. We said there was no loom on it, but you need to understand." This is entirely the opposite of magic itself. It's to have imbuing memories and to do it without a form of magic.
Why do you think we're so freaked the fuck out?
I have a thought.
Tuki, yes?
Yes.
May I? Just to experience it, to...
Sure.
Make a conclusion?
We have 2 people who have come out of it absolutely freaking out. Why not everyone? You know what? Everyone touch it. Boron,
I'm not touching it.
I'm flinging it at you.
Don't fling it.
Just be careful. Okay,
All right.
I'll do my best.
All right. So
can
anyone?
I give her bardic?
Sure. Yeah. Easy enough. All right. So you reach out, Tuki. Put your hand on the crystal. Give me that charisma saving throw.
Oh my god, dude.
All right. You are fine. You are fine. You have pretty much the exact same experience. So you have pretty much the exact same experience that was that Minnove had with the the word on a 2L and all the other things. Before you snap back out of it, your mind sort of spinning and racing for a minute as your own sense of self reasserts itself as whatever it was that had just been in your head subsides and withdraws and lets you reassert your own identity.
Okay. Well, I'm not a kobold, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think this would be anything similar to the blood memories I've heard about?
I would have no idea.
You would actually, Minnove, about blood memory.
I would?
Yeah, this is a kobold-specific thing, so this is something you
Okay.
would know. Not everyone else would know this. The idea that Tuki knows it at all is kind of surprising to you, because this is like a not common knowledge. I'll let it just be a thing, though. But so draconic blood memory, it was described to you by your mother before she went and vanished. The basic gist is that kobolds have like dragonkin in general. It's not just kobolds. Dragons have this too. They have a sort of accelerated version of what other forms of life have in terms of like evolutionarily retained behavior and memory. Where for other life forms, they would have to go through many dozens of generations to have a behavior just stick with them permanently as like an established part of their survival strategy. I don't know exactly how many generations of evolution it would take, but more than one before a behavior sticks and is retained as just a thing you should know, like a fear of snakes, for example. That takes several generations to develop if you didn't have it before. But for a kobold, a single kobold only has to have an experience a single time that is sufficiently informative or impactful, and then if that kobold reproduces, the evolutionarily learned experience of that encounter will be passed on to their offspring. It's why basically every kobold who lives has an immediate, averse, powerful negative emotional reaction if they lay eyes on or are in the vicinity of Orion ruins, yourself included. You've experienced that. You don't have any conscious context as to why, but laying eyes on things that trigger blood memories will have that emotional response and an instinctual sort of knee-jerk reaction leaning toward a counter to whatever the learned experience was. So a kobold who like for example, your powerful averse reaction to that spider might just be that you have a phobia to spiders, or one of your ancestors might have gotten bitten by a black widow and barely survived the experience, and that became a learned blood memory.
Okay. That now poses another question. With Tuki's question, does Minnove have any, recollection of, perceiving the possible blood memory of this? If anything here, when she reacted to it, it was a visceral,
Nothing about this. Well, I mean, for one thing, touching that, your blood memory didn't respond at all. You've never experienced, none of your ancestors have had an encounter with this. But on top of that, that's just not how the blood memory works. Blood memory is instinctual. It's subconscious. This was entirely it was an invasion of and temporary rewrite of your conscious thoughts. Fragmented and completely incoherent, but it was it was like your awareness consciously shifted to something else and then snapped back when the info dump was done, just leaving the memory of the experience. It's very different to blood memory. Completely different.
I mean, if it's not
exactly how it works. It's more or less like an instinctual kind of feeling. Like, oh no, the dark is bad. Oh no, shouldn't probably eat things that are rotten.
Okay, I didn't know, but
No,
it's okay
it's
to
okay.
ask if you don't.
Yeah, no, it's all right. But I don't want to discredit any of this to the idea that it could be related to the dragons. The possibility is still very much there, just nothing that I'm aware of. Unfortunate part of not really being raised in a horde. So, I can't make any of that relation to it. Wish I could.
And this is why I ask questions instead of making assumptions.
Yeah, I get it.
No, I'm just admitting I didn't know how it worked.
Oh no, I thought you were teasing me because I made an assumption earlier last week.
No. No.
It's all right. If anything I can help answer, I will be more than happy to help answer. Just my knowledge is limited, more or less in hearing it rather than experiencing it fully to its full degree. Either way.
I will put this back and lock it then, unless anybody else has thoughts or experiments.
No, I got what I could out of it. It is confuddling.
Yeah.
Well, I got thoughts, but like usually we see magic coming from ringstones, but there are like other things out there, right? Maybe it's something from way back when. I don't know, like a different ring this world once had or something. I don't know.
I find that interesting. But
like what I seen in doesn't the pictures in this monastery, they didn't show the ring, right?
no, they didn't.
You didn't see any depictions of it, no.
No, but
that might be related.
I'd assume it would be. It's a whole religion made on something. It's a religious site, regardless. Something of the sort, of either lost memory or something relating to Luma in general. Maybe even the creation of Luma. Who knows? All I know for certain is Kari's right. That shit's fucked. And we should probably get some sleep so we can get a good early start on the morning tomorrow, so we can get to Asmara faster, so we can reign in the glory of doing the job that no one else seemed to could do.
We're just that good.
We're just that good.
That'll be a first for me. Here you go. Relocked and such. Handing it back to Kari.
Thank you.
Oh, you did find it first.
It is yours. Find us keepers.
I guess it is.
I mean, if their whole thing is to research it, I don't see why not give it to them and see if they figure it out.
I mean, that was kind of the whole idea. Like, the whole function of you being hired is like, if you find something small that's of great value, bring it back so that some other dipshit doesn't nick it first.
Well, that's why I said that.
Yeah, it's like,
Because the fear of
you
Kari
don't
becoming
get paid if you keep it. And you probably piss people off if you keep it, so.
Well, let's get some rest. And Minnove's gonna climb up on the top bunk and just...
And Kari's gonna go to sleep.
Alright. So, you all knuckle down for a night of rest. And the night passes uneventfully. For those of you who touched the crystal, your night of sleep is a little fitful as you're still kind of trying to, like, your mind sort of keeps drifting back to the mental images, or at least the cascade of thoughts that slipped into your mind during that brief moment of contact. So it makes sleeping a little trickier, but you manage it in the end. The sun comes up the next day. Much like the same, a few clouds, but otherwise bright and sunny and warm. You gather up your things and set off, I imagine.
Sounds good.
All right. So, gathering up your supplies, you continue on your way in the wagon. Let's see here. Okay. Mick, could you do me a favor and roll for me 1d8, please?
Oh, 1d8. Let me see. 8.
8.
No idea if that's good or bad.
Alright, so the day of travel is basically uneventful. You make good time, covering a full 30 miles thanks to your horse and wagon combo, making decent progress along the road to Asmara. As you're sort of coming up over a small rise in the terrain, the running rivers to your south sort of glistening on the horizon, you find another one of Vaughn's houses of respite, but to your surprise, as you're sort of pulling up, the environment starting to hue shift toward gold as the sun kisses the distant horizon, you see, to your surprise, there are a handful of horses parked outside of this particular house of respite, but they're not like typical horses. These horses are armored.
Soldiers?
Well, most mercs don't have the money to armor horses. Must be soldiers, and not just any soldiers.
Well, might as well go say hello.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, any given house of respite has enough beds for about 10 people. You are a group of 5, and judging by the number of horses, this particular group of soldiers probably isn't any more than 4. So there's probably enough room for you guys too.
Plus, when in doubt, we'll just cuddle. Anyways.
Okay.
So approaching the respite house. Whoever's taking lead, there's like a little bell that sort of hangs next to any given doors. It's generally considered good manners if entering an occupied house of respite to ring the bell first, just to sort of announce, hey, coming in. Give the bell a little ring and pop open the door. And poking your heads in, you see, though they've shed their helmets, you see sort of sat around the table, looking to be in grim conversation, what appears to be 4 Valrivi Mage Knights, going by the Blue Tabards. You glance up in your direction. 4 humans. 3 men, 1 woman.
Hello.
Travelers.
Yes.
It's happened in the House of Respite before, yeah.
It does. Would it be correct in assuming that you came from Riversmeet, or at least in that direction?
Correct.
Yes. We have.
Have you encountered anyone else on the road for the last couple of days?
Last couple of days? Well, how long ago days are we talking?
Not since we left Riversmeet, did we?
Not since we left Riversmeet, but are you talking about, like, when we were coming to Riversmeet?
No.
We were on our way to Riversmeet?
I don't think we've seen anybody on the road between Asmara and Riversmeet.
No. I don't
To or from.
Understood.
But
yeah.
we were not for the last week, near week. We were working
Abroad.
elsewhere. Yes, within the forest.
Understood.
Why are you looking for someone in particular?
Sort of a glances at her friends, and then gives you all sort of a nod. We've been tracking some fugitives. I suspect they might have gone this way, but if you haven't run into them, then probably not. Damn it.
What did these fugitives look like? That you, I guess, like a description of some sort? Or so happened, what did they possibly smell like? If you got that far into that,
Sort of gives you sort of a sidelong glance, quirks an eyebrow.
I don't think everyone has your kind of nose, Minnove.
No. No scent of... no smell that I was told. As for appearances, I was given frustratingly very little to go on. They would have needed to be armed. Beyond that, however, I don't actually have much information. If you haven't...
That is quite vague.
If you haven't run into anyone, however, then it's a moot point.
It's, they might have made it around the roads. Been traveling through these parts a lot in the past years. There might be some alternative roads that less than honest people can take.
Duly noted.
Do you know where they were coming from?
No.
Alright.
Well, we will be sure to keep an eye out, and if we come across any fugitives, we will know who to look for.
Very good.
With that said, I'm pooped, and she's gonna say, so, is it alright if we crash here for a little, for the night, with you all?
Vaughn's houses of respite are public for all to access. It would be it would be illegal in the extreme for me to say no.
Well, will it be extreme for me to say I call dibs on top bunk?
My people already have the left side of the building. You're welcome to the right side.
Perfect. Minnove's gonna climb up on the furthest rightest, tallest side. Be like, all right, good night, and she's gonna flop back down and go to sleep.
All right. As for the Kraven in your number, I won't necessitate a roll from this, but as the darkness sets in, and you go to start sort of getting yourselves tucked in for the night, you passively notice that the soldiers sort of quietly tuck their packs, not under their beds where they had been, but sort of against the wall where their beds are pressed up into them. as if to, like, put themselves between the rest of the room and their packs.
Maybe I'll sleep outside again.
You do you.
Fucking Boron. Tuki, oh, I guess I'll sleep outside. Boron, alright, so be it.
I'm gonna go nap outside because I don't feel safe. Boron, bet.
I know what that kind of body language leads to. I'll be on the roof.
All right. So, if there's nothing else you wish to do during this particular night this particular night, haven't heard from Ludviek in a bit.
Oh, no, I had nothing to add. This,
Okay.
Yeah, he's.
All right. All right. Well then, if no one has anything else to add, you tuck in for a night of rest and take it. And it is lovely. It's just nice to be sleeping in beds again after the recent events and sleeping out in the hostile woods for so long. The Mage Knights leave shortly before dawn the next morning, hopping up onto their armored horses and riding off at a brisk pace, continuing on their way east towards River's Meet. Seems that even if you didn't encounter their quarry, they're going to continue the search regardless.
We didn't really encounter anybody, did we?
Not really, no. Like, you might have come across a handful of, like, just, like, normal-looking, like, people. Just a couple, like, barely, just drab-clothed commoners, none of which were armed necessarily. This particular road is extremely well patrolled. There's basically no danger here, so... So you didn't encounter... So you, like, encountered a handful of people, but basically no one who would have matched what little information you were given.
Yeah. I guess there are maybe, like, there's maybe an alternative path somewhere that people would take that would like to stay clear of the well-patrolled roads.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a fugitive, why would you stay to the road?
Yeah. And so that's why I said that before.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, and there are definitely roads like that. Like, there are lesser traveled routes that connect various smaller villages that are not necessarily on the main road to each other, some of which are heavily overgrown due to lack of use. Others are preyed upon frequently by bandits. Even those roads this close to the capital, though, will still receive, patrols and protection. It's as you get further and further out from the capital that becomes a real problem, but some of them might still be preyed on by bandits.
Right.
Regardless, if there's nothing else you wish to do, you load up into the wagon and carry on your way.
Alrighty.
Alright, so... I'd say that it's about noon on the second day when you're finally arriving in Asmara.
Hooray.
And it is a clear day. Somewhat cool in terms of temperature, but otherwise it is bright, fairly warm, not a single cloud to be seen, sun and ringlight both shining down on you from above with absolute radiance. It is beautiful.
Wow.
Now that is beautiful.
Beautiful day to get paid.
Yeah, we made good pace.
Great pace.
All right. So,
Let's go find Godfrey.
all right. So, as you roll through the gates and back into the city proper, passing by the plaza you had slipped by last time you were here, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Yay. Percepzione. Oh, great.
All right. So a 22 and an 18 will succeed. Everyone else does not notice. But as you are rolling into the city, there's a moment where your cart gets briefly just stopped by troops just to sort of survey your group before you're allowed to roll back in. Normal stuff. But Minnove and Tuki, the both of you will notice unambiguously that there is markedly more guards around than you're used to. Like, Minnove, you've been in this city a couple of times at this point, and you know that, it's the capital. It's well defended. There are guards everywhere patrolling the streets, but the patrols seem to be more numerous, and each one has more soldiers in them. And more than that, Minnove, like, you in particular are sort of gathering this with your 22. You're well attuned to how crowds generally feel. In your line of work, you have to sort of, measure your audience to see how they're feeling about whatever you're doing when you take to the stage. And you note that there is a decided aura of unease. As you're sort of looking around, it sort of starts to settle on your shoulders that everyone in the city looks dreadfully uncomfortable.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong?
Shh, not so loud!
What? I was just asking. You said something is wrong, so I was like, what is wrong?
Well?
Are you hungry, Minnove? It was a long trip.
No.
Did you not notice how many more guards there are?
Not really.
Ron's on
It
edge.
happens sometimes.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, but not to this extreme. Do you not... Kari, Tuki, do you feel uneasy at all through all this?
This is the kind of tension that usually has me leaving.
It's this. What? Huh? No.
Kari was looking at a cloud.
Oh,
Maybe we'll just ask Godfrey.
yeah. Because something happened. Or
Think it's related to the fugitives?
Could be. Could be why we saw some guards on the road. Could be also be related to anything, honestly. We were gone for, what, a week? Week and a half?
Sir. Oh, more than that. You
Yeah.
were gone for like a good couple of weeks.
Yeah. Sorry, my time's elusive. Yeah, something's changed. Let's find Godfrey as soon as we get in. Like, no hesitation, no pit stops, no nothing. No bathroom breaks.
Damn.
All right.
All right, so sort of urging Butterscotch to go just a little bit faster, whoever's in the driver's seat. You make your way up through the various rungs of the city until you get to the higher end districts. And now that Minnove has sort of pointed it out, the rest of you do absolutely start to notice it. The significant increase in the number of people, like the number of guards, and the just sort of aura of like almost anxiety or dread permeating from the people. And as you're sort of rolling up toward one of, like, sort of the gate that sort of walls off the upper districts from where you are now from the rest of the city, again, more guards. In fact, a lot more.
Sheesh.
So this is normal, Boron?
No, not really.
It's alright. Just Stay close. We got this. We have an inn. We have a guy. We'll be fine. It's gonna be great. Just behave yourself, Boron. Don't look at somebody funny. Stop glaring at people.
As you sort of
I'll try my best.
As you're rolling up to the gate, one of the guards sort of looks to be the one in charge of this group, steps forward. Tall, sort of middle-aged looking human man puts a hand out. Hold there. District's closed down for the duration of the incident.
Incident?
You haven't heard?
No, we've been on the road for weeks. Separated, isolated from society, remotely, completely. What happened?
The guard sort of glances at his friends and nods to the rest of you. The town criers were put out with an announcement this morning. The Archcadam is dead.
What?
The Archcadam is dead.
Who's that?
You all know the Archcadam. You would know this. The Archcadam is effectively Valreeve's leader. It is like the highest office in the government. Effectively, their king. Yeah, but it's more of an oligarchic society, but the Archcadam is like the head honcho. He is the big boss.
The president.
Or leader.
Yeah,
Chancellor.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh. That's,
Wait, it's an academy city, so technically I guess it's the superintendent.
It's the principal. It's the principal. It's the principal.
Yeah.
The dean.
The dean. However you want to slice it. Person's dead.
We have business with Sir Godfrey. Would we be able to pass to speak to him? We have some information that might be not connected to this case at all, but
we were sent on a quest for him, and we have come back with what he has requested.
Have you proof of your affiliation?
Do we have the letter that he gave us to give to anyone? Do we have a letter?
Yeah,
we should still have that letter of introduction to the pond skippers.
the river crawlers. You would still have that, I would assume.
I'm assuming we then just show it to them with the Godfrey initial and signature, and
he looks it over. This is a letter of introduction to the river crawlers, but it is his signature and his seal.
When in doubt, too, if you want to come with us while we say hi to Godfrey, you're more than welcome to, just to make sure that we are honest to our word.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Be about your business. Let him through, and he steps aside, handing you back your letter.
Thank you, and
okay.
Best of luck.
Alright, so, rolling through. It doesn't take you terribly long to make it back to Godfried's estate. The guard out front is looking fairly dreary as you're rolling up, wordlessly opens the gate to let you pass.
I take it wasn't a natural death then.
No, I feel like he had a heart attack and just killed it.
That would still fall under natural. No.
I'm being sarcastic. Sarcasm. Thick. Laying it on. Of course he was assassinated of some sort.
So, making your way inside, I take it?
Yeah.
Or knocking, at least.
Demurely.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yep.
Tuki?
Oh, this always was the precursor to bad things back home. It's a bad day to be a Kraven in a city like this.
Come on, can't be that bad.
you
Yeah.
sweet summer geriatric old man.
Yeah, Tuki. Hold on to my cloth. And she's gonna take off like her scarf, and she's gonna give it to Tuki.
Now Tuki has 2 scarves.
Yeah, Tuki has 2 scarves. Well, it's more like it's like a little cloth. It's not like a big scarf, but it's like almost like a good luck charm.
Either way, right.
This is something that someone gave to me.
You don't need to give it to me.
Tuki, I am fine. I got my charm. I got my riz. I got my charisma. Like I'm fine. You though, you're visibly anxious, and anyone that's visibly anxious while there's a murder investigation going on isn't really the best. Just in terms of detective work. And in fact, with your permission, would I be able to cast a spell to make you feel better?
I suppose.
As I hand her the handkerchief, I'm gonna cast heroism.
All right. So Minnove silently casts a spell on you, and your fear doesn't go away, but it doesn't feel as large relative to you, necessarily. Like, you're still afraid, you're still anxious, you still have a bit of jitters, but for the moment, at least, you feel like you're bigger than it. So, you can tolerate it, at least for now. And I'd say it's at about this point that the door to the estate pops open and you see Tora on the other side, that sort of graying old Kraven. Oh, you're all back. Come in. And he steps back into one side to admit you entry.
Good day. Oh, I mean, not good day. Hello.
You've heard, I take it.
Well, I believe we have good news for such a bleak morning.
Closes the door behind you all. You'll
Or at least...
You'll forgive me if my enthusiasm is diminished today. It's been stressful the last few hours.
Yes. Is Godfrey available?
He is. Yes. Come. Sort of leads you a little deeper inside, eventually to what appears to be like just one of those sort of lounge spaces that you used before during your prolonged stay here in the past. And as you step in, Godfrey turns. He's in there, along with Donald, who is looking much better now, by the way, I might add. Like, he looks like he's got some meat back on his bones. He's well cleaned, well groomed. He's looking much nicer. And they turn to you. Godfrey, welcome back. Picked a hell of a day to return to the city. The guards didn't give you any trouble, I hope.
Not too much.
Good.
Not the normal amount of trouble that gods typically give me, but...
If you can believe it, this isn't actually the worst of it.
Why?
They were out in far more force a couple of weeks ago. They've dialed it back significantly since then, just a few days after you left.
What had happened to warrant such a response?
Well, if you've heard what happened, the announcement that was made this morning...
Oh, wait. I was led to believe that death was recent. But are you saying it was hidden? And it happened a while back?
It's not surprising. In the event a ruler suddenly dies, you don't want to tell the public about it immediately. That can cause social unrest, and when you're in the midst of a unexpected transfer of power, social unrest and any potential power grabbers making vies for power is the last thing the powers that be will want.
I didn't really hear most of that.
Essentially, TLDR, he died a couple of weeks ago. Died after we left, but he ended up. But they didn't tell the public because they didn't want the public to be.
They didn't want the
scared.
public to freak out about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of. It's kind of like they kept it under wraps until they're like, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donald just kind of puts on a cringe. The worst thing about it is that the official story says that he was taken by illness. But given the guard presence, well,
It's obvious it wasn't. We came across some gods on our way back here, and they were, I can only assume, looking for the culprit of this murder.
I'd be very careful about saying things like that out in public if I were you. Just because we suspect it here does not necessarily mean that a suspicion is not the same thing as evidence. We have nothing to prove it with.
I'm
So
nothing to prove it with, but
I'd be careful about saying anything like that out in public.
Let's be careful, Minnove. We should be very choice with words. There are things we know and things we don't know. And things we don't know that we do know that we don't know.
well,
So
the thing we
basically,
do know
we
is
know
he's
that
dead.
we killed. Yes. What we don't know is how he was killed. Or how he died.
And we're probably not going to know. The official story is illness, and that's probably what the people in the palace are going to hold to.
Mm-hmm.
Once it
No
becomes
way.
more important to change the story. But,
Very rarely do councils go back on their word unless it's made abundant, but yes.
But irregardless, aside from recent events, or not so recent events, we do have, at least for you, sir, good news.
You found the ruins, then?
We did indeed.
Well, I'm open to talking
Minnove.
about it. Make for a good distraction from this.
Minnove will open up her cloak and bring out her journal that she's been
Alright.
taking meticulous notes in.
Yeah.
And drawings and doodles.
So you pass that forward.
Also, we found, he motions over to Kari, this.
Don't touch it, and he puts the reliquary on the table or in front of them. Gregory.
Yeah. You sort of set it down on like one of the coffee tables.
Yeah.
Donald sort of
Okay.
crouches down a little bit to get a look at it. Well,
Yes.
what are you?
Non-Luma magic.
Nothing related to Luma, yeah.
Well, then it's not
if you-
magic. That's Godfried talking.
If you want,
What did
Any-
Godfrey say?
He said,
not
"Well,
magic.
he said, well, then it's not magic."
if
Fine, then you touch it.
if you want to know what exactly happened in it without touching it, as
No. Let him touch it. Let him touch it.
All right, I can open it again.
Okay.
Yes,
Let
yes,
him
please.
touch
I'd.
it.
Yeah, Godfried is like he's fiddled with the reliquary a bit and like determined like, oh, this is locked.
It's
Fair warning, however, sir, the object within here...
No. Just let him touch it.
No, Kari, it would be remiss if we were to let him come to any harm. The object within seems to have an effect on people when you touch it. Like a overload of information? Yes, that.
Tuki
Did
finishes
Ludwig
unlock.
touch it?
Ludviek did not touch it.
He did
Ludwig
not.
just-
Going really off your description of how you described it, like a bunch of books putting a sieve through your mind. Very, very, very odd description.
It's rapid fire visions that come up forth. And
Alright.
it's a lot.
He knows now. Just let him touch it. Just let him touch it.
Is it
Click
dangerous?
the lock open.
Alright, so Godfried pops it open, gives the crystal a look. Well, now.
Hang on. I'm about to turn up my volume a lot to hear Skij.
Alright.
And I'm only saying that just in case someone else is about to say something and blow my eardrums out.
Understood.
Okay.
Alright. Godfried sort of looks at the crystal for a moment. Well, now look at you. And you say that touching it does things to you, has an effect.
Yes.
Is it dangerous?
Well, I mean, none of us have been seriously hurt beyond a headache.
And a restless night of sleep.
Well,
Then again, no human has touched it.
well.
I mean, I don't think that matters. It did the same thing.
All right. Sort of pops his neck, reaches a hand out, touches the crystal, and fails his charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I guess.
So as he touches it, there's this sudden of just like his free hand reaches up to clutch at his head as the crystal glows brightly, crumples to a knee. Ah! Donald's at his side in a second. Father, you all right?
Is he still holding onto it?
Yeah.
Ludviek immediately casts this upon him and uses the word drop.
He releases the crystal, takes a step back. Sort of shakes his head, and as he does, you see like a little trickle of blood coming out of his nose.
Oh.
And he took 8 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
All right.
Do you
I'd
need
like to-
some assistance?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I'll-
a quick check on the bleeding and whatnot. See if I'm probably gonna use my lay on hands.
Well, I would use Tuki's
Hmm?
healing instead of using your lay on hands. since
The
that's, like-
healing thing uses a charge of the healing kit, and you don't get those charges back when you use them. Just letting you know, mathematically, the lay on hands would be more useful here because that is a rechargeable
Okay.
resource. The healing kits are not.
Yeah. First, I'd like to first before I do the lay on hands, I'd like to immediately assess the exact damage to him, if I can.
Medicine check. 26. All right. Give him a quick look over, sort of helping him calm down. Catch his breath. You look at him like his eyes are very noticeably bloodshot, and there is that little trickle of blood out of his nose, but that is quickly sort of subsiding. His breath is a little haggard, his eyes darting about a bit as he sort of reasserts his sense of self. That you weren't wrong. That was a lot. Could any of you make any sense of that?
It seemed to have had a greater effect on you than the rest of us that touched it at least. We went bleeding from our face.
The only thing that we were all able to agree on that we all kind of came together was the word Xanathel?
Zanatuel.
Zanatuel.
Zantuel.
Yes.
Zanatuel. And none of us know what the heck that means.
Neither do I. I've never heard that word before in my life. That's strange. Thank you, Ludviek. And he sort of pats you on the shoulder as you take a step back. Right, okay. We're not touching that again. He closes up the reliquary.
Would be best that if anyone does, you always have someone on hand just in case someone has an adverse reaction like you did.
Or at least put on a pair of gloves. Thick gloves. Goodness. Right.
But that aside, Minnove will pull out her sketchbook and start showing him all the pages and all her notes and the maps and everything that she did. And she's gonna point to the like the chapel area is where they
Right.
found it.
Right.
Here is where we found the relic, I guess we could call it.
Fair enough.
In this, it was like a chapel area with windows that reached the ceiling, and it was hard to make out some of them because of the overgrown and the over nature. But
Right.
what we could tell from the designs of the stained glass is possibly something before the Pale Ring. If there was a time before the Pale Ring.
That wouldn't make any sense. The Pale Ring's been in
No.
the sky for all of history.
It doesn't make sense, but nor does that. And Minnove like gestures to the box. Honestly, everything's off on the table right now.
True enough.
If that doesn't have Luma, and everything in this religious ruin has no inkling, no anything of the Pale Ring. We brought some books too, that we found that were unfortunately destroyed through aging, but perhaps someone could fix them, mend them. I don't know how that kind of stuff works.
It's possible, but spells like that are tricky. Repairing the book itself might bring back the ink, but it might not. It depends on how the words were smeared. If they were washed away by the rain.
And Kari is going to say, if any of them become legible, I want to read them.
That might take a while. The process is going to...
Ow, my ears.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, go on.
Speaking of, Kari, the scratches you did.
Yes.
The rubbings.
Oh, yes, here you go.
Alright, so...
He's going to hand those the scratches.
Alright, so you hand over all of these things. Godfried sort of rolls the rubbings out on the table, looks them over. Huh. I have never seen script like this before. Neither have I.
Yes, and he's going to like flip the page over and say, "Don't worry, I've already translated what could be made out."
Magic?
Obviously.
Handy spell, that.
Yes.
Well, this is rather a lot. I'm impressed, genuinely. I had every confidence in your ability to clear out the enemies infesting the ruins, if there were any.
There were.
Animals.
Very specifically were.
Alright. This is honestly more than I was expecting or hoping for. You've done very well. Now, in regards to you wanting to read these books, assuming they can be restored to a readable condition, Kari, that might be difficult to arrange. All of these things are going to be delivered to the archivist I work for. He's then going to put people onto researching them, studying them, taking notes, all those things. And that is a laborious process that can take weeks, if not months, depending on the properties of what they're researching and looking at. Connecting it to anything else, you have to understand, it's not just looking at an item and figuring out its properties, it's comparing it to other things in the archives, finding connections if there are any. It's a long process.
You insult me. Of course I know that it's going to take a while. I don't mind waiting years if I have to. I just
of
want
course,
to take a look.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows that.
No.
Some people frustratingly expect immediate results from the researchers, and that just doesn't happen.
Oh no, trust me. I'm not unfamiliar with ancient text.
All right, well, you far exceeded my expectations on all of this.
Well, you did send experts and a kobold.
What? The fuck? You know what? I've said some pretty rude things to you too. You know what? Pass.
You have no room to talk.
What do you mean I have no room to talk?
I'm saying that if you try to say anything about how I've insulted you, you've accrued a lot of debt, Missy.
But,
I thought that was just banter.
Yeah, same. I thought so too.
No, see, it's. And if you can't take it, then you shouldn't dish it out. That's all I'm saying.
well, I can take it. I trust me, Kari. I can take it. I've taken it.
Yes, all right.
In multiple ways.
Minnove, not a virgin. Confirmed.
In a fight, right? In a fight, right?
I mean, I fought before, but like, yeah, like wrestle, I guess.
Well, flying dash?
This
Maybe two fucking people are
this sudden shift in topic is making me very uncomfortable.
Listen, TLDR.
No,
I can
no, actually, you don't have to clarify anything.
Shall I get you your coin?
What?
Shall I get you your coin?
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right. I'll be right back. Donald, Father.
Ludviek just leans over to Boron. Do you have any idea what they're talking about?
Yes.
I'm somewhat lost. I think they're speaking in double entendre, I think the term is.
It's nothing of value has been lost.
Ah.
All right, so as Godfried sort of steps out, Donald turns to the rest of you. Well, goes without saying, but if you need a place to rest for the next while, you're more than welcome to take it here. Honestly, probably it'd be a good idea to keep your heads down for a little bit. Everyone's on edge.
Right.
I'd agree.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Of course. You all brought me home, saved my life. I owe you.
How long what?
How long do we need to keep our heads down?
Well, in the official announcement, it was said that there's going to be an official period of mourning for the Cadam. The Cadamus has already been notified. He'll be ready to assume office in a week or so. So there's not going to be a power vacuum for long. He's just going through he's being brought up to speed. He'll be sworn in soon enough.
Well, at least everything's been sorted.
That's probably a big part of why they took so long to make it known to the public that the Archcadam was dead. They wanted to make sure his successor was chosen and ready to go before they let the public know. Again, like Father said, you don't want public unrest.
Who's the successor?
Well, the Archcadam that died was Varys Corvel, but he's going to be succeeded by a younger one, a man named Oswald Clarnus. Can't say I know much about him. Apparently he's very well read, very well traveled too, but I don't know necessarily if he, I don't know what his qualifications for government are.
Is there, any way to get a hearing with this new heir?
Probably not anytime soon, no.
I'll have to speak to him.
Well.
Curious. But I understand. Right now it's a touchy subject for everything, and
yeah,
might as well make the most of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And try to relax if we can.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either, but
No, nothing about this makes much sense. I mean, you all said it yourself. You encountered guards looking for fugitives on the road, and there was that massive uptick in guards a couple of weeks ago out on the streets. The excuse given at the time was that they were tracking down someone who'd done a break-in on some noble's house, but I get the impression that that's not the truth.
Well, there was a break-in at a noble's house. That just wasn't what the crime was it?
Would it be possible? Oh, no, it's been weeks.
No, go on, voice your theory. Even if it's not logically sound, it might point our brains in better directions all the same.
Well, not really a theory. More or less a see further into the investigation of how. Is now, forgive me if this sounds rude. Is it an open casket?
No, it's not going to be an open casket.
Would he be at the morgue?
Minnove? I don't like this train of thought.
Yes,
Same.
I see what you're getting at, but the odds of anyone getting to look at the Cadam's carcass are basically slim to none. His corpse is going to be surrounded on all sides by guards. Looking at it is going to be off limits. And he's not going to be put in a public morgue, that's for damn sure. He's going to be put into the, into the tombs beneath the city.
If you even attempt what I think you're thinking, then I am sitting this one out.
Yes, I would not advise anything of the sort.
Definitely.
I do not mean to be disrespectful when I say this to you, Minnove, but this falls well outside your sphere and well over your head.
Yeah, I think the Mage Knights will handle this one.
If you try anything like what you're thinking, you will end up a pile of ash swept up into a dustbin.
I haven't said anything for 5 minutes, guys. Calm down.
To be fair, it's pretty obvious to see where your mind was headed.
I was just more or less wanting to know if there's a way to investigate it a little bit more. Because
well,
the incompetence of some could benefit the competence of others.
I do not know if you want to call the Mage Knights incompetent.
I'm not calling the Mage Knights incompetent. I'm calling the culprits incompetent.
Yes, the unknown assailants who managed to escape after killing what is essentially the king of the country are definitely the incompetent ones in this situation, and not the guards who've been running around for weeks unable to find them.
If they slip something or something of the sort, I know it's probably been scrubbed dry. That's why I said it's probably been weeks. There's probably nothing. The only other thing I can think of is how he fucking died, which we don't know.
And we're probably not going to know.
Yeah. All we know is that it was murder most foul, unfortunately.
Not allowed to say it's homicide.
The thing is, though, here's the thing. The Archcadam of Ares, he was an accomplished attuner. How many of you as players know what that means?
I barely heard what you said.
Yeah.
The Archcadam was an accomplished attuner.
I have no idea what that means.
Would
Right.
Minnove know what that means?
Yeah, basically
Like an
all
enchanter?
all of you will know this because this is common knowledge. Mages are basically divided into 3 broad categories in terms of classification. It does get far more granular as you get into different schools of thought and specific practices, but it's more a matter of like application of power and scale of power. There's the Stoneholders, which everyone in this party who can use magic would qualify as one because you rely on a ringstone in your possession to cast your spells. There are then, of course, enchanters who, use ringstones and runes to impart continuous spell effects into inanimate objects, or animate creatures if they feel like breaking laws. But the most powerful form of mages are attuners. These are individuals who have found a way to attune not to a single ringstone that they carry on their person, but to a shard of the ring in orbit itself. Though how they do this is a very, very, very heavily guarded secret that is not public knowledge by anyone. But it does mean that attuners are effectively the only ones who can actually use spell slots of 7th level and up. They're basically, like, if an attuner gets deployed somewhere, it's the equivalent of launching a tactical nuke, because they have the amount of because a ringstone's power scales with its size. You all have ringstones about the size of apples or oranges. An attuner might be attuned to a ringstone the size of a house or even a mountain. And so the amount of power they have at their disposal could be enough to destroy entire cities if they so wanted. So they're not good at precision tasks, because the amount of power they have is so great that they have a hard time controlling it on a small scale. They'll issue an instruction via their incantation, but because they have so much power, they might try to light a candle and might accidentally instead blow up the fucking house, right?
So essentially.
So this guy was basically the equivalent of a level 20. This guy was the equivalent of a level 20 mage, and he went down, and there is not a single sign of any chaos or damage.
Then, yeah, I guess if... Well, I say we wait for what we got, and...
Waiting?
Well, keeping our nose to the ground.
Well,
maybe Donald...
we can't get other things done in the interim.
Well, maybe Godfrey could put us on another expedition of some sort.
Maybe. Donald sort of gives you a sympathetic look, Tuki. I know you're not exactly keen on staying in one place for long, but it's probably better than branching out for the time being. Just as a matter of safety.
Okay.
I have an idea, Tuki. We could see if there is, if it's going to be a while, maybe there is a job that needs to be done by somebody else. A few days, sort of thing.
Just as long as they don't get desperate to pin the blame on somebody.
Here's the thing. If the guards were going to capture whoever was responsible, they probably would have by now. They chose to say that the Archcadam died of illness, instead of saying that he was assassinated. So if it was an assassination or a murder or what have you, they haven't found the culprit, and they aren't expecting to find the culprit anytime soon.
That being said, too, Tuki, we have a pretty strong alibi.
Right now, I imagine the intense guard presence, I imagine, is less about finding the one responsible and more about making sure it doesn't happen again.
Especially with the whole turn on new power. And
exactly.
If they were to do it again, they would just kill the new guy and so
especially
on and so
especially since Oswald wouldn't have had a chance to name Academus yet.
No.
I mean, that's very fair. I will just say that I'm very accustomed to alibis meaning nothing.
Well, nothing else. As long as you're between things, it's a good idea to keep your heads down here.
Just stay close, Tuki. You'll be fine.
I understand that that's asking a lot of one of your people, Tuki. If there's anything here that can help alleviate your symptoms, you're welcome to it.
I have no idea, but I do appreciate the offer.
Of course.
Oh, wait! And Minnove reaches into her bag. The salt! The salt!
What?
The what?
What?
The salt from the
spa?
The spa. Yeah.
Right, yeah, that shit. You bought a bunch of it. I forgot.
Did. I most certainly did. Minnove goes into her bag. Well, when we went to the spa, I noticed that they spoke about the salts, and the salts kind of helping the yearning, and
Right, you
we
bought
could do
some.
everything. I bought a lot. I bought like 2 pounds of salt.
Sheesh.
Yes,
Yeah.
salts.
It's important because I was like, man, you know, it would be so nice to have something so that if we ever that Tuki and Kari feel comfortable.
All right.
And she presents the salt, and I don't exactly is it just like the smell of the salt or burning the salt or whatever?
I imagine that something specific does have to be done with it. I never specified because I didn't think it would come up again. Let's say that, like, melting the salts causes it to release the, the fumes that induce the state of calm. So, like, the salts that were used, they kind of, like, doused them very gently in some water, in some warm water, and it caused them to slowly melt and dissolve, and that released fumes that helped clear and calm the mind of a Kraven suffering the yearning. It's basically like you melt some, the fumes release, and it functions like a calm emotions spell.
Here, Tuki, we're gonna have a bath. Come.
Okay.
Donald, where's the bathroom with the bathtub?
There are several. Which one would you like? And he just sort of
the most lavish, but the one that's not going to be the most problem.
Right, I'll let you use mine.
Oh, you're so kind there, Donald. Thank you.
I mean, it has a larger wash basin. It has a mirror. Has some enchanted rock so that you can boil the water and make it hot so that it's a very nice bath.
My goodness. Come on, let's go. Kari, how are you feeling? Do you want a bath?
You know, I think a bath would just sound nice in general.
Before you go fucking off too much, after a bit, Godfried pops back in. Right, sorry about that. Tora was he's having a bit of a moment. Anyway, and he holds out a very thick bag of coins to all of you. Here you are. This here should contain a sufficient amount.
I missed it. Who's having a moment?
Tora, the old Kraven.
Okay.
He's an older fellow. Very good, very well-meaning, very attentive, but he doesn't take unknown things and sudden changes very well. It's he's anxious.
Would he like salt?
I mean, I'm sure you can offer him some if you like, but this isn't his yearning acting up. This is just general anxiety. Anyways, here's your payment for a job well done, for the extensive notes, the various things you brought, the books and the relic. And he hands you the pouch, and amongst the party, you are welcome to 250 gold pieces.
Whoa.
250?
Yay.
That's a $50 upcharge. Wow.
Each?
50 gold each. It's 250 in total, 50 each.
Dang. That's nice.
You were expecting 200, but you brought him more than he was expecting, so he upped the rate a bit.
I mean, I would too if they brought back the brain fuck stone.
Right, well. Thank you again, and just so we're clear, I have been keeping my feelers out for the questions you all asked. Haven't heard anything back yet, but if I do, you'll be the first to know. Take your rest. You've more than earned it. And now I have to arrange these to be delivered. Paperwork. Joy.
Let's go have that bath.
All right. So, with that, you all sort of take your ease and scatter out throughout the Halcis estate to take your rest for the next little while, bringing an end to this session and this particular arc. Everyone ascends to level 5.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yay!
And I'm still 1,445 gold pieces away from the plate armor.
Yeah, that shit's expensive. All right, so again to the audience, I'm so sorry for the first chunk of this session. Discord was acting fucky, nothing we could really do about it. The Roll20, once we got it working, seemed to work pretty well, although we did lose access to the bobbing heads. So you've all just been looking at a grid at the bottom of just empty portraits for the last however long. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully it's fixed next time. And speaking of next time, that is when we'll see you all again. So thank you all so much for tuning in. And until we see you again, take care of yourselves and keep listening. And don't be a dick. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.